up, dirty dog?
What up, everybody? We got us two city councils. We got the city council, and then we got them. Look, Tiffany Hinyard's right there. They're going over some papers. This is less of meeting, more about lawsuits, I believe, illegal acts.
Can I have a motion to accept those exhibits into the record?
So we'll watch them until the other ones start. The other one's not even starting for another 10 minutes
okay,
or
got
so.
a motion by Member Wells and a second by Chair Henyard. All in favor?
What's up, Mello?
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenneth.
And then the last
Brandon?
case
Hi,
is
BJ.
case number 25, TOEB, Trustee 08, and
Hi,
that
Jack.
is Sheila Ashley versus Felisa Melvin. Objector, can you please state your name for the record? Thank you. And then as it relates to Ms. Melvin, as I had stated previously, Mr. Avila is in the hospital. He did reach out to me last night, requested that a briefing schedule be set. He does intend to file a motion to strike and dismiss. This would typically be a professional courtesy that we would extend to him. And I wanted to know from Mr. Avery, do you have any objection to setting a briefing schedule for Mr. Avila to file a motion to strike and dismiss?
No
even though he's
trustees
not
there.
able to be here
Notice
physically
that?
today?
These are all
Okay,
lawyers,
Can you
and
take that into the microphone?
I think Tiffany's trying to prove that they did everything shady and in the wrong manner. So everything that they did doesn't count, kind of, in a sense.
No objection.
Thank you very much.
Some of this is going back
Okay,
quite
so
a few
at
years,
this time, we'll do
actually.
the same briefing schedule, which is 12:09 at 5 p.m. The motion to strike and dismiss will be due. The response will be due at 12:11 at 5 p.m. The reply will be due at 12:12 at 5 p.m. And this matter will again be set for hearing on 12/17 at 10 a.m. Again, it'll probably be heard a little bit later on in the day because the supervisor cases will go first and then the trustee cases after that. Do the parties have any questions? Or does the party? Okay.
No.
Thank you. All right, at this time, I'm going to read the exhibits into the record and then I'll ask for a motion to approve the exhibits. Exhibit A, the nomination papers.
Oh,
Exhibit B, the objector's petition.
uh-oh.
Exhibit C,
Evidence.
the call. Exhibit D, the rules. Exhibit E, the agenda. And Exhibit F, the waiver of service. Can I have a motion to accept those exhibits into the record?
I make a motion. Second.
Okay, got a motion made by
Of course you
Chair
go
Wells,
second it.
by Member Wells, and a second by Chair Henyard. All in favor? Motion carries.
No, Melly, this is new. This happened this morning. The emergency
So
meeting.
at this time, there is no further business before this electoral board. I commend everybody for getting us through this pretty quickly with a very heavy call. So at this time, I will ask for a motion to recess this matter to 12/17, December 17th at 10 a.m.
So move.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know who
Madam Clerk
RCTV is,
correct.
Mark.
We do have a public comment agenda item. I do have to call for public comment. Do we have any members of the public that would like to make any public comment before we close the meeting?
Yes, I want to hear some public
Okay, there
comment.
being no members of the public stepping up to the podium for public comment, I will ask for a motion to recess this matter until December 17th at 10 a.m.
Has to do with Tiffany loosely,
Second.
not what she
All in
did.
favor? Thank you.
It's basically about what they did to oust her. That's what I gather from it. It looks like they're done. Because she's objecting to a few different things. Apparently the papers that were filled by some of them weren't filled out right. One of them has the same lawyer that's defending, yet trying to get rid of the same person. So she's like, it's a conflict of interest. So, yeah. Early morning Tiff don't look as spry.
I guess I'll see y'all December 17th at 10 a.m. unless there's something else before that.
December 17th, huh? All right, 11 days till they gather again. Oh, reality check. Yeah, I've never seen their feeds, Mark. We use Critical Smoker. We watch. This is Critical Smoker, by the way. We watch Dalton Trustees. Critical comes hang out with us, so we got to show the love. Hang out with him. He has a nice setup now. He got himself a nice mic and all that stuff. There's the Dalton Trustee guy, I think. No, that's channel. That's CBS, my bad. Thought it was him. He has the same kind of glasses as him. They got similar glasses. Yeah, the other one hasn't started yet. It's see? Still showing the agenda page. We'll go over there when it's time. Yeah, I don't think any of these meetings, though, there's no more meetings till the end of the year. This is the meeting for this stuff, for what's going on here. It's not like your average everyday city meetings. I think those are done for the year. Thank you, Kenneth. Alright, so let's do this. Let me turn his volume down since they're done. Shout out to Critical Smoker. And we, since now they're done there, I guess we can load up our page on here. Man, CBS Chicago was live there. 2,000 people watching. That's how much people care. They're like, man, I need to see this shit live. Oh, we got music playing. My bad. I forgot. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. Is it moving? It sure is. Okay, we're good. Hold on. Let's do this. Switch to there. Okay, now we're ready to go. I'm gonna call it a row. Fixing to go get Kim for tonight? What's Kim? Kimchi? Kim, your girlfriend? I don't know. Sim City music? Yeah, they just play some bullshit. But funny enough as it is, I've let that shit play and it's given me a copyright strike before. So don't want to do that. Avoid the music at all costs. Chase for the intermission? No. Knowing our luck, the chase will start and then this shit'll go off right away. So. Which word are you talking about, V-Pool? What you talking about? What's up, Lit Dad? No, I haven't hit one yet. I'm about to. Just woke up. Shit. What's the problem? I start hitting that hash. You just go to bed. Wake up at 11. Like, huh? What's going on here? Dang hash. Oh, jet fuel? Oh, you're talking about Billy Kimber. Yeah. I remember when it was jet fuel and it was stolen by the piece of shit who knows he stole it and then ran with it and then got dumped. He got dumped like an old girlfriend. I don't see him. It's gone like a fucking fart in the wind. Gone, homie. It's good, because I don't enjoy seeing that dude's face. Get it, Shell. Get it. Packing a bowl, you went to sleep hard? Yeah. I'm gonna say it happens that way sometimes. Just get ripped, dude. Get ripped, dude. Man, how long is this fucking agenda today? Must be really long. I've been playing this shit for 25 fucking minutes. Moses posting and for referrals. Any adjoining motions? No. Any moment it should be starting. What am I doing tonight? Nothing but relaxing and listing cards on eBay. I need to, man. It's been terrible for eBay. But I told you it would. November and December is terrible for eBay. It really is. November wasn't that bad this year, but December started off super slow. So yeah. I don't think there's a day yet in December that I made over $100. Maybe. If it is, I don't know. I had like 3 days in a row I made under $100. So my goal is to make $100 a day. I'll be happy with $100 a day. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Bomb threat forces evacuation at state capitol building. All right. All right. Who didn't want to show up to work for a day? Called that in. Moron. You got a vaporizer last night? Yeah, I get it, Mello. Your lungs are going to love you. What's up, Perry? Stinks? I don't know. He's not here. No, he's not behind me. He's in the front room, probably. Just ate. Literally a second before I sat down and went live, I just fed him, so probably licking his bowl clean, knowing him. Yeah, he's a hungry cat. I think he'd eat all day. If you gave him food all day long, he'd eat it all day long until he exploded. I think that's just how Stinks is. Yeah, Adam, it just, you got to remember, I think a lot of, it's the end of the year. The year's already been tight financially for so many folks. And cards are just nothing but a luxury item. It's no different than a watch or a purse that you really don't need, You don't have to have the card. So there's that. You have the holidays all coming up. You got to take care of, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, all in one ball. Not to mention, you might have a random birthday like mine thrown in there. Then you got New Year's, and then you have your taxes to pay at the end of the year. So I think most people kind of just, get ready for the holidays, pay their taxes, and then when the tax return comes, as it starts to hit spring again, that's when you start to see the money start rolling back into like eBay and stuff like that, or anything that's really just something that's, like I said, a luxury that you don't really need, a luxury item. Yep. What's up, Dave? How are you? He is the executive producer. That he is. What's your hobby, Charles? What's up, Taiji? How are you, buddy? Striker, it is called a Volcano Hybrid. It's basically a vaporizing machine, and you connect the bags to the top of it, and it helps you fill it up and get you ripped. There it is, right there. See, in this little nib right there, you connect the bag right on top. Just put that sucker right on there, and it fills it up. Basically, it's a heated air pump. So you put the weed in there, it heats it to whatever degree you want it to. Here, we'll show it. They're showing it. Alright, so it's heating up right now. Hold on. I'm going to show you in action how it's working. So, as you can see, the temperature is climbing. I know it's kind of hard from the angle. I apologize. But as you can see, the temperature is climbing, so it's getting hotter. Okay. And in anticipation, you can be ready and just take it and put it just like that. Now it's ready. And as soon as it buzzes, it's ready to go. Do I use vape pens? Not very often. The only time I ever use vape pens is one place and one place only, usually. And that's Las Vegas. I'll buy a pen just to go to Vegas with. And that way, I can have the pen in my pocket. And if I feel like taking a few rips at the roulette table or the blackjack table or the slot machine, wherever, craps, I can pull it out, hit it right there at the table. They don't know what it is. They think it's a regular fucking vape. They don't give a shit. So, yeah. or I can go back up to the room and smoke. And that's why I say I like the Cosmo, because they all have balconies pretty much. Just go on your balcony, and that way your room doesn't smell like weed. You don't have to worry about them bothering you because the room smells like weed, or charging you $250 extra to clean the room, which is bullshit. They just leave it open and let it air out. You know. So, thwart all that shit. That's what I do. I don't trust these pen makers. I think a lot of the stuff they're squirting in there is just shit. You know, the wax in there isn't very good wax. It's shitty wax. It's, yeah, probably filled with a lot of crap that you shouldn't be smoking. So that's just my opinion. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, of course. So that's another thing too. Like, you know, with Martinez, I'd get the wax, and the wax has a layer on the top. So you get a clean, brand new syringe, and you can actually suck the top layer off and squirt it into a brand new pen. You know what I mean? Fill the pen up, or the cartridge for the pen, and that way you know what you're smoking is from that, and you know that's good. So then there you go. All right, everybody.
Smoke.
So that's how you do it. This needs to get changed. It's not enough. So let me see if I can do this for you here. Yeah, see, it's kind of hard to tell here, but you can see the wax and all. It has a layer on the top. You can remove the layer and squirt it on in there. Steezy pens are bad? Yeah, I've never had them. But, you know, there's so many companies out there. I would assume that the ones that have the bullshit wax are slamming them into carts and selling the carts. And, you know, some companies have got in trouble with dirty carts. And just how it is, you know. And in this day and age, you have a lot of counterfeiting. So let's just use Steezy for an instance, you know. You could go out on the street and buy one that's in a Steezy box and it says Steezy on the pen, but it might not be. It might be somebody who realizes Steezy's a big company and they steal their design and their box. Happens all the time with cookies, with fake cookie bags. You think you're buying cookies, weed, and it's not cookies. It's somebody else's weed stuffed in a fake cookies bag, and you don't know. You don't know the difference. They have somebody making the bags for them. Oh, finally. Ooh, it's packed in there today. Look at that, ladies and gents. Look at that. About fucking time.
So today is Friday, the 6th day of December in the year 2024. My name is Marquise Harris Dawson. I serve as president of this council. Public comment will be taken both in person in this chamber and via teleconference for today's meeting. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Like Diamond Jetty
Yes, Mr.
Vapes?
President. Blumenfeld,
never heard
De
of
Leon,
them.
Harris Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Krikorian, Lee, McOsker, Padilla.
Boy, there's
Hart,
gonna be a lot of
Price,
dick licking
Rahman,
today.
Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 12 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, first order of business.
Approval of the minutes of December 4th, 2024.
Councilmember Lee moves. Councilmember Park seconds. Next.
Steezy's trash.
Commendatory
Yeah, like I said, I've
resolutions
never
for
used
approval.
them.
Councilmember Hernandez moves. Councilmember Yaroslavsky seconds. Next.
So back to blue.
Mr. President, item 1 is an item notice for public
fraud
hearing.
charges.
The Los
Sounds
Angeles
about right.
Department of Building Safety recommends to confirm the lien for item 1. Item 2 is an item for which public hearing has been held. Item 3 is an item for which public hearing has not been
What's up,
held.
status?
The city clerk report and resolutions for item 3 are posted online in council file number 24-1100 and available for council's consideration. 10 votes are required for consideration.
All right, without objection, those items are before us. Specials members to my right.
Thank you, Cubby.
Specials to my left. Seeing no specials, no names on the board or hands raised, I have one special. I want to move to confirm the lien for item number 1.
Is there a second to this motion?
I just read it right now. Funny enough, as you say that, project just came over the phone.
Seconded by Mr. Price.
Hi, Stinks.
All right,
Stinks is here, everybody.
what's next?
What, Papa? What you doing, Stinks?
Mr. President, the council may now consider item 2.
All right, let's open the roll on item 2. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
All right, what's next?
The council may now move on to presentations.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, members. Today we have a very, very special presentation that I want to ask everybody's rapt attention to. It's a very special day in this council and a very special day for the city to celebrate one of our renowned leaders. And so with that, I will give way to the special presentation to the city council today.
Is it a Indigiqueer Day? There's Rob Kwan, I think. There's one regular. Looking, I don't see anybody else. I don't see too many other regulars there. I don't see anybody else right now. But that doesn't mean they didn't sign up and go up outside, because they know how many people are in there. Sign up on the kiosk, take off, come back 30, 45 minutes, an hour later, whatever it is. What you doing there, pig? What you doing? Oh, Bubby. Oh, buddy, what you doing? What you doing? Oh, I love you. Didi loves you so much. Good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Indigiqueer Day, yes. Indigiqueer Day. Oh, Snickums pie. I love you. Put your heating pad on if you want to go sit on your heating pan. It's nice and warm for you. Yeah, it's nice and warm for you, Bubba. What's up, JD? Oh, Trojans are here. USC marching band. Oh, God. Fucking the condoms. The condoms, everybody. Go Bruins! Bro, they ain't got nothing on Ohio State. They should send every one of these folks to Ohio State to see how it's really done. Groat had a boner. Probably went to USC. Yeah, they're always wearing sunglasses. I mean, I'd assume because they're usually playing in the sun. Yeah. You rarely see them without sunglasses on. What's up, LA? Thank you for bringing those.
So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the University of Southern California Marching Band in honor of our own President Emeritus, Paul Krikorian. Well, now we have a video that we'll see, and we'll hear from members of the council after that.
It wasn't quite the band, sir. That was about 7 of the 40.
My name's Paul Krikorian.
Nobody gives a fuck, Paul. The petty pink-faced dictator. Nobody gives a shit. We don't care about what you have to say, Paul. Hurry up and get the fuck out of here. Hopefully you move out of the country too, like the rest of the fucking communist bastards. Take all the idiotic fucking celebrities who actually think that they're fucking relevant, their opinions are relevant. We don't care about what you what you think about anything. Shut up and act. Like they told LeBron, shut up and dribble. Same thing. Just shut up and act. We don't give a fuck how you think. We don't give a fuck what you like. You're not fucking special. You shit just like me. You ain't special. Done? Do we have to wait? How much longer do we have to hear this fucking idiot? Sure, he's probably about 5'2". I bet. Probably walks around on stilts. Oh, the other cheating mayor. And then the DEI hire mayor. They got all of them in there. Yeah, no, there's a lot of bands out there, Hawken Hills. It's just, watching OSU, they're pretty exceptional band. The movements, the sounds, everything that they do. I want to say they're about the pinnacle when it comes to marching bands. You know what I mean? Not to say there aren't others out there that are fantastic. I mean, but after I saw them all create a giant Michael Jackson and then do, I think they were doing Thriller or Beat It, and they were doing the moonwalk while playing it, and the character was moonwalking while they were playing, it was over. That was it. You're not seeing that at USC. You're just not. I'm telling you, you're not. You're fucking not. So, all you got to do is look it up yourself. Look up marching bands, college marching bands, and you will see for yourself. What's up, Audit LA? How are you? And that's, just the way I look at it. There's nothing wrong with SC or UCLA's band. They're all right. They're not they're no Buckeyes band. They're not Ohio State. They're just not. They're just not. That's it. I can't compare a Ferrari to a Camry. They're both cars, but that's about where it ends. Just where it ends. Because again, that's the biggest part, if you ask me, about the whole college experience when it comes to their football games and stuff like that. It's the band. The band's constantly blaring during the game, not to mention the halftime show is the band. So I think it's pretty damn important in that sense. And the best ones are here every year anyways for the Rose Bowl. You go watch the Rose Parade, and some of the best are in that parade. For that reason, because they're that good. Damon, you think ICE will deport people in LA, Bass to stand guard? Well, look, they can stand guard all they want, but federal law trumps state law. So they'll fight it, I'm sure they will. Nirvana, thank you so much.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle.
Galaxy gases. Go slow on that, Nirvana. I don't want too much of that. That'll hurt your brain. Enjoy yourself, but that'll hurt your brain. So yes, George, I think that they'll do their best to hold firm, so to speak. And California law will get trumped by the state law at some point. And then you'll have people, their voter base going out there and standing in front of the Schlammer vans and all that stuff to make sure it physically cannot happen. You'll have things like that. But then that's when those people should be arrested. Because, again, a lot of those people are the ones that are gaslighting you, tell you how much they love them and how these people are all the greatest, this, that, and the other. And that's all fine and dandy. And you can be the great hope that you want to be, that you think you are for these people. But in reality, it just doesn't work. When is enough enough? How much money do people have to spend that don't want to spend the money on people that were irresponsible with their lives? Because a high majority of those people are irresponsible. They had too many fucking kids. They can't afford the kids they have. So now we, as the taxpayers, have to pay for the health care, their insurance, when their kid goes to school, for fucking school supplies, for this, for that. It just doesn't ever stop. Then they need free rent because they deserve free rent. They need $30 an hour. Then it's $50 an hour. When does it stop? When does it stop? And I tell you, you go to any country, throw a fucking dart. I don't care if it's Ecuador, Ukraine, Mexico. Throw a dart, Cuba. Go up and show up there. and go to their city hall and tell them that you need more money and free rent and see what happens to you. See if they fucking help you. Bet you they don't. I fucking bet. I'll put my money where their mouth is. Okay? And that's just, that, ladies and gentlemen, is reality. I live in reality. Not in this fake world where we're supposed to help everybody and make up for their bad decisions. Nobody wants to fucking take accountability for their own bad decisions. I didn't have kids because I could barely afford to go to Taco Bell myself as a kid. So I don't put that burden on other motherfuckers. I don't go to school and then say all of a sudden, oh, I can't pay for my student loan. You're going to pay for it. That ain't fucking fair, and I'm fucking tired of it. And I'm telling you, these immigrants got us fucked up. And that's it. Long gone are the days where the immigrant come here, drop their flag, drop their shit, grab an American flag, identify as American, keep their money here, learn the language. That's almost all gone. Now, those immigrants are so few and far between. Okay, but again, they're going to have a lot of people telling you that they're native and this isn't the language, this, that, and the other. That's fine. Why don't you get a fourth job and fucking feed them? In fact, why don't we have a law to where you can say, hey, do you want to feed the illegal immigrants or do you not want to feed them? I don't want to feed them. Okay, so your money doesn't go to that. How about that? How about the fucking, almost the entire country, the high majority, okay, decided they don't want that. They don't think like you. They're tired of paying for your bad mistakes. Good or bad, I don't give a fuck who you are. Stop having kids if you can't fucking afford them. Okay? It's not our responsibility to take care of your mistakes. And you continue to make mistakes. And I have to sit here and be the tarp for you so when you fall, we catch you. I'm tired of it. Stop spending my money like that. I have a right to say how my money is spent. And that's what I'm saying. You want to waste your money on illegal immigration? Go ahead. Be my guest. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but don't spend mine. I like that there's some booze in there. Okay? And that's for any and everybody who ever comes in this room. You shouldn't be arguing with me about immigration. You should be getting a 7th or 8th or a 10th or a 12th job to help pay for the immigrants that are coming in. I don't want to hear it.
I know there are several
Open your home.
members
Get them in your house.
who'd like to get... All right, sergeants, we're going to ask you to remove anybody who continues to boo. We've given a full warning to everybody in the chamber who's booing, and we'll ask the sergeants to identify.
Nobody wants you two fucking clowns up there.
To do so.
Why don't you two fucking clowns go to the circus?
Mr. City Attorney.
You fucking clowns.
Okay. All right. So I want to begin by personally thanking Paul Krikorian for being the kind of leader that sets an example for this city, and being a leader worthy of the people of this city, who gets up every morning and works as hard. Sergeants.
Yeah, you don't fucking work hard.
Adam
Shut
Smith
up.
multiple times
You barely
during the
show
video
up,
and then also
motherfucker.
just now. So, Mr. Smith, you have been warned multiple times throughout this meeting and are eligible for removal. I was also informed that I believe
Thank you, Stay Tuned TV.
Mr. Segura Bollinger was also one of the people who was interrupting, and I did hear Mr. Spindler's voice earlier.
Spindler, Stacy, see, they're all in there. They was just outside not trying to hear this bullshit and gaslighting, dick-licking ceremony.
Mr. Smith, you're removed from this meeting.
Oh! We got us our first dunk. Sorry, Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith is removed from this meeting. The gentleman in the black sunglasses, you're removed from this meeting. The gentleman in the black hat and the beard, you're removed from this meeting.
I mean, shit, I'm probably sterile by now, Taiji. It's all good. It's great. I don't even need the pull-out game. Don't worry about
Gentleman in the sunglasses, Mr. Smith, the gentleman in the black hat.
Getting going here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, nobody's against legal immigration. It's illegal immigration that we are against. Illegal. Coming through the fence of the night, I don't care if you're 88
Mr. Smith,
or
you've been
8
excused
days
from
old.
this meeting. You've also interrupted the video multiple times as well.
Well, shit, I didn't do anything illegal to get here, Miss A.
All right, this council is in recess. I'm going to ask the
Oh, come
sergeants to
on.
clear the chambers.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. They're clearing the whole chambers now. Son of a fucking bitch, dude. See how these fucking piece of shit communists are? I wish the worst for them and their fucking families. I swear to God I do. Fuck you, your kids, your entire family, your grandma, all of them. You communist motherfuckers. Fuck all you. Okay? We gotta listen to your bullshit for fucking hours. They can't listen 2 minutes while people get angry as they walk out. Get the fuck out of here. And again, I think there's different types of immigrants. My father was an immigrant. He wasn't born in this country. But guess what? He came here legally, didn't come through the middle of a fucking fence in the middle of the goddamn night. He served in the U.S. military. He learned the language fluently. He didn't spend $1 of his money sending it back to the country he fucking came from. Okay? He paid into the system the whole goddamn time. His parents did the same goddamn thing. Okay? There's a big difference between that. You asked them who they were, they said they were American. Not where they came from. It's a big fucking difference. I know everybody who comes to the fence just a shining star. They're just doctors and lawyers because they just gave up their jobs there to come here to live on peanuts and live on the street and get the crumbs that the Democrats throw at them. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Makes so much fucking sense. Again, we could have this conversation all goddamn day long. And again, my parents didn't ask for anybody to help them and fucking feed them. My parents were never on fucking welfare. We didn't have a whole lot of money. I'm telling you all the time the shit we drank. Shasta and shit like that. RC Cola. That ain't high-end shit. That was just enough to get by and have some fun. They didn't sit on welfare. They didn't go to the fucking city council and say, I'm making 20 an hour. I need 30 an hour now. And you're going to have to, I demand you give it to me.
Smoke.
I demand it. I hear that word a whole fucking lot. Again, why don't they go back to their own countries and demand that? Because they know they'll get smacked in their motherfucking face with reality and a hand. That's why they came here. Okay? Oh, you fucking punks.
That we had, and thank everybody who's letting us have an even longer party for our own.
Fuck you and your party. Your entire party. You racist sack of dog shit. We should just call you Django, because you know you live on that Democrat plantation. That's how you work it, son. I ain't scared to say it. You side with the people that have oppressed your people for fucking ever. And still to this day. They showed up this year to a black family's home with fucking chicken. And brought themselves a hamburger. I'm guessing that wasn't racist. His wife referred to you as tacos, but I guess that ain't fucking racist because the party has changed. But they won't tell you what day it changed or what year it changed. They'll just tell you it changed. Was it changed when they called you super predators? When was it? Just let me know. I want to know. Oh, you see him over there? Mike Greenspan's there with the dildo. Shit, yeah. He's right there, right where the bottom right camera is. I just want to know. Anybody let me know. What day, what time, when, so I could read for it myself. I want to see it. Hell yeah, it's Django vibes. That fool's cue ball. That fool's Samuel Jackson up there. Working for Monsieur Candy. They living on Candyland. It's exactly what this shit is. Don't think it's anything different. It's like they gaslight you, told you was trash because you liked the other side. How dare black and Latino people like Trump? In fact, more black and more Latino and more Asians voted for Trump this time. But yet, you're not the bad person for voting for the side that created slavery and Jim Crow laws and Japanese internment camps and the 1892 Chinese Exclusion Act. The list goes on and on. Yet you voted for them. Are you garbage? Of course you are. Fucking of course you are. No, they muted it. It's not me. I wouldn't mute it. They've taken it down because they're probably saying something in there that they don't want other folks to hear. So again, we can play this game all day long. We can do a list. I'll do the list of all the bad things Democrats did. You go ahead and do all the Republicans, and we'll see whose list is longer. We'll see. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the music. Here comes the communist concerto. Oh, shit, yeah. Can I talk about Alf now? Yeah. Hey, Alf was an immigrant, came here, ate a bunch of fucking cats, bailed out back to Melmac. I know the truth hurts. I know it does. Problem is, enough people don't speak it. And people get offended when you do. People are so used to being lied to and having their assholes licked clean that when they hear truth, they despise it. They can't stand it, and they think you're just being a hater. No, that's the truth. You are skewed because you're used to having your assholes licked. And told you everything was great and fine and fantastic and dandy when it ain't. It isn't. Okay? Groat's negotiating a permanent solution. Groat was all happy when the SC band was in there. He probably went to SC. I could see it. Mork for Mork. Fuck Mork too, man. Mork was a fucking immigrant. Shit, he played immigrant in that movie from Russia. What was that one? Moscow on the Hudson. That was a good movie. You know, him and his buddy were Russian. They want to defect, you know, and they get a chance to play. They're like in a band, you know, in a circus. And it's traveling, obviously, and they travel to New York City. And they defect when they go into New York City. They defect. All right, here we go. It's a good movie. You haven't seen it.
Yes, Mr. President. Blumenfeld, De Leon, Herstossi,
Moscow
Hernandez,
on the Hudson.
Krikorian, Lee, McOster, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 12 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, thank you so much. We'll continue our celebration of Council President
Isn't it
Emeritus,
fucking over?
Paul Krikorian.
Isn't this piece of shit
and this,
celebration over?
Meeting is, yes, a big round of applause. The Council President Emeritus is no stranger to challenging
booing.
council meetings in this chamber. So it's strangely appropriate that we have this little interruption today. We've got a host of members on the committee that want to speak. I want to give
Host
them
of
the
people want to
opportunity
suck
do that.
Paul's
Beginning,
dick. Why
from
don't y'all
the
get on the knees
new
and
Ninth
let him pull out his
District,
little peen?
Our own council
Y'all
member,
can kiss his
Curran
little peen.
Price. You're on the queue.
Do the peen kiss. Marquise is gonna fucking rubber stamp you or mushroom stamp you.
For our esteemed President Emeritus, as I mentioned last night, Paul, at that celebration, we've had a chance.
The federally indicted one, everybody.
Both in
I think tomorrow.
legislature.
Oh no, was it today? I think it's today. They set his court date.
Always appreciate you.
Gotta look that up.
Leadership, your courageousness, and your stick-to-itiveness. You certainly, as were the right person for budget chair, for the good reasons and bad reasons. So. I know, as we heard earlier, that the USC marching band is here celebrating you. We know that you're a fan of USC, and quite frankly, USC is a friend of yours as well. And on behalf.
What's up, bro? Do I need anything from Stores and Bickle? I mean, I don't know. I have the two things I'm using.
Today,
if you're watching, I got everything.
Basketball.
I don't think I need anything. I mean,
USC basketball,
maybe some bags or something, supplies. I could always use more than that.
Thank you so much,
March 1st
Councilmember
is
Price.
the court date?
We'll now go to
Jesus
Councilmember
Christ.
Hutt.
March 1st is when he's due back in court.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I just want to take
Fucking
a moment
forever.
to say thank you, Paul.
The court
We
systems do
had
go
some
slow.
very trying times, and you really knew how to lead us. You led the ship without worry. I say you're Batman because you came in and with your cape and you saved Gotham. And I just want to thank you for everything you did for me and with me, make sure that my experience was equitable. So thank you so much. I look forward to working with you in the future, and you will definitely be missed. Thank you.
Councilmember Park.
Thank you, Council President. Mr. Krikorian, this moment feels really bittersweet in a lot of ways. For me personally, I just wanted to say that when we came in, so many of us knew at the end of 2022, it was obviously a very dark and challenging time for our city. There was a lot of uncertainty, and those of us who were new were starting to find our paths here in City Hall. And I wanted to thank you
that's
for the
dope,
work that
Troy.
you did with each of us.
Yeah, my
to
buddy's
mentor
at the
us,
show right
to
now
get us
with them at the
wrapped
trade show in
into the daily life
Vegas.
of governing here
He's
in
with
City
him.
Hall,
He
and
asked me
I
if I want
personally
anything.
so appreciated the way that you found ways to plug each of us in with work that aligns with our interests, our skill sets, our backgrounds, and the things that matter to us the most.
He knows she's bullshit.
Your leadership gave me the confidence that I needed to start this crazy journey.
For sure they
as
are,
a
Dom.
first-time council member. The mentorship and the leadership that you brought to this room.
I'm surprised they don't all have brown tongues because they're busy sticking their tongues in everybody's assholes. That's what these people do. They're ass lickers. That's all they are. And I can't stand them because they're just all one side. That's it. And they pretend to be these great folks that do great things, and the city looks like shit. I've lived here for many decades, and it's the worst it's ever looked. But yet they all tell you what great a job they are and what they're doing in the 1-5 or the 2-4 or whatever fucking stupid fucking division or whatever they are in. Gives a fuck. Fire all of them and hire one person to do all of their jobs. One person could do all of their 15 jobs. One person. One person.
I just want to say,
yeah, it's a circle jerk.
Krikorian, just for everything that you did for, especially the freshman class coming in. You know, we're not going to rehash history, but we know it was a very difficult time. And I think the thing that I will always think about is that your steady hand, your mentorship, the way we communicated and committed to getting ourselves out of this, I think was super important. And it was, you were the correct skipper that we needed at that time. And so,
yeah, sign basketball.
I want to give you a gift as well.
Of course,
and
I want
it's
to give you a
a
gift
Tommy
as well.
Lasorda bobblehead
That I got free from Dodger
because,
Stadium the other night.
You know, just like the Dodgers needed the right skipper to win the championship, you were the right skipper for us at the time. So this is for you.
A lame gift. Like, why even give that to him, bro? That's like some, was the white elephant or whatever you want to call it. Let me guess, he got that
So
at the
much,
early Christmas
Councilmember
party. Doesn't
Padilla.
want it, so he gave it to him. I'm guessing he got that last night at the early Christmas
Corian,
party.
I think you know how sad and how unreal it's going to be for me to be on council and not have you here. I know that my council members have all talked about
Where's he in?
what sort of colleague you are, and I second those emotions. But what I would say too is, as someone who's your neighbor and someone who you represent the region that I grew up in when I was much younger, I want to thank you for just being a great council member.
When you were a
I
down-ass
wanna say it from
kid?
the perspective of someone that is, constituent and a
Sniff.
neighbor, because that district has transformed since you got there. Seeing all of those images of the parks and how much you've cleaned them and how much you've added on to the green space, it's a big deal, and it's something that I aspire to do myself.
All the parks
so
look fantastic.
Congratulations. I'm excited that you're still going to be around.
They're not
and
filled
that
with
you're really going to
homeless.
help us with these big
Living
events
in the
that are coming and
bathrooms,
are gonna
living
put us
on
a
the
global
park
platform.
space.
So this is not goodbye. It's just see you later, because we're going to keep working.
Not
Councilmember
pissed.
Hernandez.
It's called reality, George.
Thank you, Council President.
Just reality.
Council President Krikorian, even before
Holy
the tapes,
shit, what are you
I
doing
think
today,
folks were
girl?
really scared about what the city was going to look
Bro.
like with this new freshman class.
Bro.
I think people
She
thought
got
that
all
we were gonna
tarted
burn it
up.
down or, break all the china in the china shop, which is not outside of our spectrum, but it's not what we came here to do, right? We came here to govern and to build. And you really opened that space
Hello.
for us to do that, for us to be able to grow.
Good, how are you, buddy?
challenged us in ways that have made us better legislators. And you don't get to go far away. So don't feel like you get to get out of this place, because in the next role that you're going to be taking, you're going to be helping elevate our city and continuing to elevate our city. So that's what brings me a lot of hope and relief, to know that we can still lean on you, because history repeats itself. And oftentimes we're in here and you're talking about things that have happened in the past that we have new solutions for, that you're leading. And I just hope that we can keep recreating that, right? Let's get to the solutions. Let's do the work. And that's your attitude. Just grinding, grinding, grinding.
Oh, sorry.
But
The
also
phone's breaking
investing
up.
in the
I
folks that you work with. So
apologize.
thank you. And I hope that one day
this-
we can all around this horseshoe exude the love that you have for this city as you exude it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Yaroslavsky.
Thank you, Council President. I got to do this yesterday at Metro, so I'll keep it even shorter today. Paul, it's been an honor to work alongside you, to learn from you. Many of us came in together in very challenging times, and you were a shepherd, you were the skipper. There are a lot of things we could call you, but you were always the adult in the room, and you always made time for us. And we learned from you through the way you navigated really complex challenges. You always sought to find that middle ground, to bring us all along, to make us all look good, even if we weren't doing so great. You really brought out the best in all of us, and you led with heart and with clarity and intelligence. And I've learned so much from you, and I'm thrilled and grateful that you're not going very far away. So congratulations to you on your time here, your time before in the legislature, and thrilled that you're going to be taking on this new role, which we so desperately need. So thank you.
Councilmember McCosker.
Yeah, she got all tarted up.
Thank you so much. Council President Emeritus, I liked everything about you
Oh,
until I heard your
Buckethead.
walk-up music today.
Oh, Bucket.
I want to thank you for the
Bucket.
strength and the grace and the dignity and the professionalism you brought to this job.
Thank you,
but
Mayor.
certainly as the freshmen came aboard that you brought to the city.
Hold on, guys. I got to make a
It
quick
was
text.
often quiet. Sometimes it wasn't quiet, but it was strong. And so we appreciate you. Appreciate you very much for being the right person at the right time to steer the ship in a way that gets us to where we are today, which I think is very promising. And we all appreciate being close to you on future endeavors to make this city even greater. Thank you.
Councilmember Lee.
Councilman Krikorian, I believe this might be the third or fourth time you're hearing this, because there are so many different organizations celebrating the time that you've given to the city of Los Angeles. But I'll say it one more time. You know, as the council member who's probably worked in this building the longest, over 20 years, we all know how different it is once you sit in this chair And for me to have someone like you sit next to me, to watch you do the work, to watch you speak so eloquently on a number of different subjects, and it was really so incredibly helpful as a new member. I want to thank you for how you led this council through very, very tough times, a sentiment I know you'll hear over and over again from us, because we needed a leader like you at that time. You were the right person for that job, and I just want to thank you not only for the times here, but for your overall friendship through the years.
Council President Pro Tem Bob Blumenfield.
Thank you. And I want to start by thanking the folks who disrupted the meeting at the beginning, that we staged that disruption, because we did that because we wanted to remember what it was like when you first started. And so they were all complicit, they were all part of it, because you
Saying
really
his
helped
dick is
turn
this
things
big.
around. I mean, we've heard right person, right time, all that, but that really was you. You were someone who came in with a steady hand, who was able to help make this place work.
Oh,
You and I
man.
we go back a long ways. I mean, I don't know if longer than anyone here, but a long time. We served together in the legislature, working on film tax credits and all sorts of other things. And then when you left there, I was just like, well, I can't work with Paul anymore, so that's why I came to the council. I'll let it be known. And it was a great decision, because then I got to work with you for all these other years, and seeing the way that you've handled so many issues. I mean, budget, we didn't have right now we're scraping the reserve and we have all these issues, but we didn't have that, save the fact that you really pushed for that you cared about not just getting things done, getting the budget done, but the long-term health of this city. That's one thing I've always admired about you, is you look at the big picture and at real solutions. So I'm very grateful for that. We've been through a lot. We went to Armenia together, went to Artsakh. We're declared persona non gratas together by the Azerbaijan government for going to Artsakh, and it's just so much. And we could say
I have a Santa hat. I have a few of them. We'll start wearing them here soon. I usually just wait for the first week of the first week of December to get over, and then I start wearing them.
Precision that you do. And that was one of, we always
I have
knew
like
when things
4
were
or
getting
5
tough,
of them.
the Doritos would come out. And toward that end, since I saw a few people use props from the entire council, we wanted to present you with a party-sized bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Thank you.
Jerk off.
That's not a party. That's lunch.
That's lunch, but in all seriousness, you have been a great friend, a great partner. You have made this city better. You have left your mark, and that mark continues, and you will continue in an Olympic-sized way of doing great things. So, thank you, Paul.
Why?
Thank you
Because
so
he's
much,
finally leaving.
members, and
So they're
thank
giving
you
him
to
parting
the
gifts.
Staff of CD2 and the Krikorian family who's with us today, who helped us put together this celebration and the great film that you saw that covered some of your body of work, the body of work that you have here in this, as a member of the City Council and leader of the council and leader of the Budget Committee. But I also remind everybody, all of my colleagues and myself, you have an entirely separate body of work in the state of California that you've done, and it's something that we can all use as an example for the difference we can make as leaders in our city. And you go from this to helping lead the city in what I will believe some of the finest moments in our history, as we host some of the world's biggest events. Having you at the helm, providing leadership to this city is.
I just can't. I can't right now. I need a little break. I can't hear them. Like, it's just so much ass licking and just bullshit. I need to not hear their voices. I want to hear the people. I want to hear the power to the people. I don't want to hear these fucking people. Homeboy went to Fanatics and got him a fucking USC jersey for $50. Oh, God. No wonder they had SC coming there. Krikorian. And a Dodger jersey. I'd rather listen to this shit than these idiots. I swear. Any moment they'll be done. I don't know, Mark. Soon enough, hopefully. I just can't stand the dick licking. It's annoying. Are they done? Come on.
Because I got to tell you,
No.
after I've literally been an elected official now for 21 years in one capacity or another.
No, the meth head's asleep. He still hasn't
maybe
woken up from
for
his
the first time
all-night
in that 21
stupor.
years. I'm almost speechless by all this. So, thank you, but only almost speechless, not quite speechless. And it's been an incredible journey that this has been for me. It's so appropriate that we're also recognizing Jackie Goldberg today for her life of.
Don't care. I don't care. Shit. Gives a fuck already. Can we get the fuck out of here? Well, the one that you saw, the USC one, is definitely cheap. It's not stitched. That's just the press. The press jerseys are way cheaper because you wash them a few times, and then an A or an R comes off on the back name. Yeah, it's much different than when you have a real jersey that you're paying $350 for that's stitched. I couldn't tell whether or not the jersey was stitched for the Dodgers, but it looked like it was. It was a real button-up that was stitched. And you think they paid for that? I wouldn't be surprised if they made a quick call to USC and the Dodgers and said, hey, we want to get a jersey for Krikorian. Can you make us one up? Here you go. Oh, sure, why not? There you go. And the teams love it. Just made them into a walking billboard. Sure, we'll make him one. Why not? Doesn't cost us anything. Yeah, I just can't stand his voice. Hard enough to look at him. Any of these fucking idiots. Yeah, it's been going on for 3 hours already, Casey. Just a bomb threat. Good old nothing. A good old nothing burger. Just like your 7.0 earthquake was. Just like 98% of the things that they tell you is breaking news and you should come watch it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the only thing that you really see that's truly unedited and not fucked with by them is live police chases. Other than that, they dictate how and what you see. Even the chases at the end, they're going to unfold the story for you. They're going to give you their narration of it. I don't care what any of those folks have to say about anything anymore. The news has worn out their welcome. And I ask you, I always say this. How many times do people have to lie to you before you just say, hey, they're liars? And then do you believe liars when they talk to you? I mean, I don't. If you're my friend and I catch you lying to me, that's it. I'll never believe anything else you have to say. I may listen to you. Sure, I'll hear what you have to say. Doesn't mean I believe what you have to say. Big difference. And again, you know, how many times are they going to fool you before you say enough is enough? If you didn't learn that in the last 4 years about Russia collusion and shamdemics and everything else they told you about, that all ended up being lies. Okay? Come on. How much more do they need to lie to you about? How much more of a clown do you need to be? How many more times are you going to believe people that straight lie to your face every fucking day? And even when they're not actually lying to you, what are they doing? They're fear-mongering. They're rolling it into a big shit burger when it's really nothing. Okay? Yeah, I could care less about what he's saying. I'm sorry, but trust me, it's not going to make you any better knowing what he's saying. We want him to stop talking already, sit the fuck down, and really just leave the chambers and not come back. And get his next fucking puppet in place. So, cha-cha. ShamWow, yep. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Oh, they were, I'm sure, uninspired. They just didn't want you to hear it. That's why they mute it. And just as they mute the people, I mute them. They want their message heard to the people. Not here. On my terms. Not on theirs. That's it. These individuals don't care about you in any shape, form, or fashion. They're egotistical. They're maniacal. You have to be. You have to have these traits in order to be in their positions. You can't just be a normal person that's good and really wants the city to do well. You don't get anywhere. You don't get anywhere. You just don't. And I'm real cut and dry about things in my life. It's just how I am. I don't like to beat around the bush with anything. I feel it does a disservice. People are angered because I tell them how I feel without beating around the bush and lying to them and telling them, yeah, I really feel this way, but I'm going to tell you I feel this way. No. I'd rather have you not like me or angered by me, but at least you know my stance and it's real. Because I said, we're in a world where people love having their ass licked. And the more important you are, in a sense, or popular that you are, the more ass lickers you have.
Who's texting me?
That's just it. Right now I'm hitting some corn syrup. The corn syrup. No hash today. I slept too well with the hash last night. So I'm telling you, that's why hash is great. You hit that shit so mellow. Next thing you know, I can't sleep. Then you're waking up at fucking an hour later than you thought you would. Good old hash. Because I'm just a dude. Who's that guy? Just some dude. Thank you, Red Cake's like, come on, man, let's go, bro. He's kicked it into a 12-minute speech at least right now. Like, let's go. Let's fucking go. Nobody cares. Here's your little ass lickers. They all look at the one in the green in the front. Bro, she looked happy to be there. Did you see that? Goes to show you how. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they went around the building and said, "Hey, we need some people. We'll give you $20. Just come sit for, 30 minutes while he jabbers." Look at the one in the green front row. Look at her with her arms crossed. Oh, she's at least clapping now, but her face says it all. She doesn't seem so happy. She seems to me like somebody is getting $20 an hour to just sit there. The one in the black right there is about to fall asleep with the blue on her lapel. She's nodding off. This one's pretending to record. Like when Kamala pretended to make that fucking phone call. Old Kumala. I looked at her phone and she was on the camera. You weren't on a phone call. Yeah, that's it. This is the dick licking ceremony. I mean, he really should just pull his cock out. And everybody who wants to get in line and kiss it should get on their knees and kiss it. Sure, there'd be plenty. Not gonna say that there ain't gonna be nobody. There'll be a few in there, guys and girls, ready to kiss his dick right there in the chambers. And get the fucking mushroom stamp. One on each cheek. I'm sure of it. Guarantee it. What's up, Mark? Oh, man, I'm sorry, Mark. My condolences to you and your fam, bud. I'm so sorry. Ay, ay, ay. No. Well, not on tonight, Jan. We're going to be on tomorrow. Again, I'm sorry, Mark. No, because they wanted to do the show tomorrow, since tomorrow's my birthday. So, does that say, it said stay woke? Did you see the white cup? Did you see the white cup Marquis had? It says stay woke. That's what I'm saying. These woke communists, BLM idiot. Marquis, you BLM idiot. Fucking morons. I still remember when fucking everybody went on their Instagram page in solidarity with BLM, those grifters, and made blackout posts. Just nothing but a black picture. I remember. I remember. If you did that, you was part of it. Yeah, you know, again, I'm thankful that I had parents that told me who and what mattered. Okay? I'm glad. I learned from early age. I didn't have to have some communist, grifter group tell me who the fuck mattered and didn't matter. In my opinion, it's not a color thing. It's a good versus evil thing. Who's good, who's evil? Now, lots of people think I'm evil because of the way I say things. But if you actually know me, then you know I'm a good person. Sure, am I not shy about saying, calling out the bad or whatever? I'm not. How did you know? But if you ask me, the dichotomy is good versus evil. Not black versus white or brown or Asian or yellow or whatever fuck color you are. I have plenty of friends. You can look on my Instagram of color, because we're all color. I hate to break it to you, but white is a color. And again, I don't like them because they're Latino or they're Asian or black. I like them because they're good people who happen to be Asian or Latino or black. I don't like, there's a black guy. I gotta like him. It's gonna even this out. We'll even that out. It's not how I look at it. I mean, you may. You do you. That's not how I did it. Okay? And that's not how I look at life. Because I understand there's good and bad of every kind. Rich, poor, fat, small, tall, short, black, white, Asian, Latino. Good and bad of all. Are we done? Are we finally fucking done? God damn. If only we had fast forward capabilities. Yeah, take all your shit and go. Do you guys think she got all tarted up? What's her name? Eunices, because of this whole thing? Like she said, oh man, everyone's gonna be there, so I gotta have the makeup and the nice dress and all that. What do you guys think? Except reptilians. Like Pelosi. How much is his pension? I don't know. It's got to be large. They probably have a really nice pension package and all kinds of stuff that they get. They're still getting health care and security. LAPD comes and walks you around when you need to go places, I'm sure. Much as they want to defund officers. There's Monaco. Shout out to Monaco. I ain't seen her today. It's good to see you, Monaco. Yeah, at some point in time, we might actually get to the meeting.
Thank you so much, everybody. Beautiful celebration for our own
Hour,
Council
15 minutes
President
in.
Paul Krikorian. Our next presentation will
Oh,
be brought
fuck.
to us by Councilmember Soto Martinez.
What Heritage Day is it today? Is it Clown Heritage Day today? We have Barnum and Bailey in here. Circus. Like who's getting honored today? Who gets the ring today? Chris, thank you so much, Chris. Let's go, Chris. Thank you for the early birthday gifts. Thank you, Chris. Happy Friday, Chris. Thank God it's Friday, man. It's fucking here and it's fucking Friday.
It's Friday, Friday.
It's Martian Day? Shit, yeah, I'm down to fucking, we're already supporting other aliens. Why not support those aliens? I mean, why not? I mean, at this point, bring fucking Zardan from Melmac in here. I don't give a fuck. Bring his fucking four-eyed ass in here. We'll give him some... And I want him to demand some shit. Come on here and demand
Thank
free
you so
rent.
much, Council President. Today as we honor the incredible service of our Council President Emeritus, Paul Krikorian, we
Oh,
also
there's
take this moment
Candido.
to
Oh, there's
celebrate
Johnny
another
G.
monumental
Look at
leader
Johnny
in our
G.
city's
Gangstered up.
Jackie Goldberg, who is retiring from public office.
Oh, Johnny G.
Johnny G, and the item is general public comment.
You have 1 minute for general public comment.
Good morning, City Council. I would like to address the community of Tarzana.
That's him right here.
Including all the communities in the valley. That I'm an avid patron of the Encino Tarzana Library. I want to imply that the trees and vegetation are overgrown,
Yes.
which detracts the beauty of the homes in the area. I also want to say that the newly installed streetlights are difficult to identify on public sidewalks. It would be tragic if anyone like myself, child or elderly person, would bump into one. Please make our public facilities look inviting and safe for everyone. I just want to say that we're doing our best we can as a seasoned councilman of Van Nuys, myself, and my colleague Candido Morez are doing our best to keep Van Nuys clean, and we're doing our best to keep this whole valley clean. So please, council members of the San Fernando Valley, let's keep our city safe and clean. Thank you.
Yes, it would be tragic if he bumped into a light pole because he couldn't identify the street light. I mean, you and I can see that the man's probably 50 to 60 years old. He's been on this earth that long, and he can't identify what a street lamp looks like. It's hard to identify. And I'd hardly call it tragic for somebody to bump into anything. Maybe a wood chipper, the inside of it. Maybe that would be tragic. But bumping into a light pole isn't tragic, Johnny. But we love you, Johnny.
G, general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute for general public comment.
Good morning, council members. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Hopefully, this weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Hopefully, the movie Fast and Furious and Dodge commercials will not inspire someone to speed and take someone's life. It is so tragic that we have to fear that stupid movie like Fast and Furious and Dodge Hornet commercials, which can take someone's life. I pray that you're safe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Yes, I lost my best friend's life to a Dodge Hornet commercial. He offed himself as soon as he saw the car. Damn you, Dodge. Damn you. I mean,
That effort took years
dude's
of
incredible.
hard work and organizing.
Dude's straight gold.
It
I
would
hope
not
he
have
gets
been
up and
possible
talks
without
today.
an organization
I need a new
that
Johnny
was
G
very
drop.
new at the time, which is now called the Los Angeles
It's
Alliance
magical
for a
what
New
comes out of
Economy,
that guy's
also known
mouth.
as Lane. So to speak a bit more about
He's
Jackie
majestic.
Goldberg's incredible legacy uplifting working Angelinos, I'm proud to welcome the co-founder of Lane and current executive
Of Lame?
director of Jobs to Move America.
The group's called
Madeline
Lame?
Janice.
That's pretty awesome. I want a group called Lame.
Hello. I feel as though in this moment I'm in the midst of a huge chamber of ghosts.
National Bartenders Day.
People, who really,
Mm.
led by the amazing
You want me to go out and drink, huh?
master strategist
Got it.
Jackie Goldberg, changed this city.
I like Sean for
So I
Canoga
wanna
Park's more
take you back,
level-headed
all
and
back
clear
to
speaking.
1993, because Los Angeles was a very different place.
There's Candy.
in
There's the great panderer
and
and his gangster buddy Johnny G.
I remember very clearly.
Both dressed like gangsters. I love it.
1993, it was a scary time, not unlike these moments right now, except the scary time was in Los Angeles.
I like when Jason mentions
it.
it.
Was a year after the biggest civil unrest in the history of this country.
I miss Brock. Where's Brock at?
LA was still smoldering in burnt buildings and a lot of suffering and people dead. And there was a so-called recovery program, and I say that in quotes because it was a mess. It was called Rebuild LA, and it was doing nothing of the kind.
Sure, it was run by Democrats.
And
of course, it's
so
a mess.
It was
Smoke.
the beginning when Jackie Goldberg came to council.
Everything you people do,
Came
it's a
with
fucking
this
mess.
Very different kind of
Everything.
mentality than had been in
Candido's
city
already
council
drunk.
for many
I remember when they called him
the idea of
Candido the
organizing, the
Bandito,
idea
and he
of
got
an
so angry.
inside-outside program
I think it was
where
Bob.
City Hall, rather than being the home
They called
of
him Candido the Bandito, and he got so angered by that.
had the opportunity
Wait,
to
what
work
did you
for
call
a major
me?
law firm, Latham and Watkins.
He was pissed.
The year before Jackie Goldberg was elected, and I saw that this chamber was pretty much owned by the developer and private sector community, major developers, and regular people just didn't come here, except maybe when there was a vote happening. So the city council was Republican. The president of the city council.
I know you don't see the timer right there.
But in some ways, not
20
so
fucking
different from
minutes.
Our current city council president, John Ferraro, was a conservative Republican, but he's the kind of old school conservative Republican who was nice and honest and a good man. So I want to qualify
Notice
that.
he wasn't a Democrat.
So
No such thing as one of
understand.
those that's
So we had this
kind and
situation,
honest.
scary,
Not
we had a new
one.
Republican mayor, tough enough to turn LA around. And here comes Jackie.
Here goes another
with the
fucking.
new set of
Here comes another
organizations,
fucking
including
scare.
and
Fear
organization
tactic.
and
National
Stoke
milk supply
and
must be tested for bird flu under a new federal order. Here's why.
in leadership, and we have Jackie coming in, who became the kind of first in a generation master strategist.
Oh my
Who
I just
really
can't.
was orchestrating.
I'm sorry, guys. I just don't want to hear these people. It's like listening to paint dry. Not watching the paint dry, but actually listening to it dry. There we go. Come on, David, speak with him. Let's get something going on 450 for just a minute or two. Get Dana and Bailey going at it. Come on, Bailey. Get up in there. Up there's the fucking mayor. She's sitting over there, all the DEI hire mayor. Sitting in the crowd over there. I didn't even notice her. There she is right there. Jumping around. Behind the Asian lady in the front row. Look at her. She's right behind the Asian lady right there. Then the blue. She ain't done a fucking thing since they've been here. Have ever been to the UK? Yeah. I was in the UK in 2018. We were in London for 6 days. Then we left, went to Europe, then came back to Europe. To England. Then went to Glasgow, Scotland. Then flew from Scotland to Ireland. And we was out, son. Because as you know, from Scotland to Ireland's like 45 minutes. Maybe an hour flight, maybe. It's like LA to Vegas to go from Scotland to Ireland. Oh, yeah. Is that Mayim Bialik? No. Oh, Sean from Canoga Park is there. There he is, right there, with the visitor pass on. He just looks like he's thinking about some crazy stuff right now. That's the guy I told you I saw the other day on the street. I did, I swear. I said, Sean. He didn't see me. Sean. I was in my car. Swear on everything. Made my left and went on. I was like, dang. I was all starstruck. It's like, that was Sean from Canoga Park, man. Don't you know who that is?
Hearing nothing from David Bailey.
So how'd you do a song, Dana? Give us a song.
No, Jimmy, I was calling David Bailey.
Let's get Big Fat. What's it? Big Fat Buzz.
Okay.
Big Fat Buzz. No, Sean doesn't recognize me. How would he recognize me? He's never seen smoke. He doesn't know what Smoking Scan is. None of these people really do. I think Candido does, only because he was a dummy and gave his number out. And I'm sure somebody in the room probably called him and said, this is Damon from Smoking Scan, whatever. So he thinks it's me. He's, that naive. Not realizing that I wouldn't give a fuck even if I had his number. I wouldn't call him. I ain't trying to bother nobody like that. I leave it all here. It's just for the show, for the fun. That's it. That's all. Do that shit to people. And I can tell you, people did that to me with my Google number. I have the Google number so we could call in. Bro, because basically, if you don't use it, they'll give you, like, every 3 months, they'll give you a notice saying, hey, you need to use this number. Otherwise, it'll be taken away from you, and it just goes back into their database, There's the DEI hire mayor. I really don't want to hear her. She's done nothing all day. She's done nothing since she's been in here. And there's her security that came up. You see the security? The guy in the suit right there. I'm sure he's old LAPD or whatever. Keeping his eyes on everybody. So, yeah. That's it, smoking scum. And that it might be also like when Brock and Jason call in, they say, hey, I'm from, shout out to Smoking Scan or whatever, and they're like, oh, I don't like that person, and they're shouting Smoking Scan out, so let's go after both of them. Wow, okay. I don't give a shit. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna do nothing. Except for run their yaps. You talking about me blushing? I mean, it's a little wind. It was a little breezy here this morning, but not crazy. Let me see. It's 76 degrees. It's going to be 79 today. Almost 80 degrees. With 11 mile an hour wind, sustained, and gusts up to 22. So yeah, it's a little gusty today. I mean, it's a little wind pushing, but nothing crazy. Indigiqueer spirits matter, for sure they do. I'm just glad I know what Indigiqueer is. I went my entire life, all but about 2 weeks of it, not knowing what Indigiqueer was. And now that I know what Indigiqueer and baby gay is, I can die a happy man. I mean, baby gay. Baby gay. If that ain't sexualizing kids. I don't know what sexualizing kids is if that isn't it. Baby gay. Indigiqueer.org. I already clicked on that, Fifu. I mean, it's so bad. I should repost it though. Oh my god. Look at that haircut. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Just for everybody else who hasn't seen Indigiqueer, there it is right there. That link is a safe link to click on, the one that just went in the chat room. That is from me. www.indigiqueer.org. It is real. I think you should check it out. It's not a blue waffle situation, but I think it's worthy of a click. Why is the chick back there asleep? You seen her? She laid out asleep. Does the mayor have a boyfriend? For sure. Oh, she doesn't have a boyfriend. She's got a girlfriend. She licks pussy. It's like that Corinne Pierre Jean whatever chick. She's there because she's gay, black, and French. She told you. She said, I'm here. I'm gay. I'm black. I'm French. I'm the first. Look at Sean. Sean looks he's stoned back there. Looks ripped like he smoked the biggest joint. Just walked in. My God. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. I'm not lying. She's a lesbian. She's not straight. Does she look like a straight woman? And there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not saying that either. Should have every right that I have. Do everything I get to do. Nothing different. What I have a problem with is folks, whether gay or straight, talking to kids about sexuality and what they should, they're feeling funny, maybe you should have a double mastectomy or you should, get your cock cut off. I don't think anybody should be talking to anybody else's kids about sex, about any kind of thing, any kind of sexuality. Unless you're maybe a guidance counselor or sex education teacher, maybe that's all. So yeah. And again, that's just my opinion. I don't expect you to think and feel the same way. That's just my opinion. Being a teenager is a tough time to navigate for anybody, gay or straight, bisexual, trisexual, whatever you are. Thank you so much, Kenneth. You identify as a vacuum cleaner, and you can. That's all right. You can be a Hoover. Just saying. Just, don't push your ideas upon other folks when it's unwanted. Because I had friends like that were like church, a little crazy on the church. I have a lot of friends that like church. They go and they enjoy themselves here and there. Love it. Then there's some that become almost fanatical with it. It takes over every aspect of their life. And then they're trying to recruit people in. And then they get angry when you don't allow the recruitment to happen. So I feel it's the same thing, but you're doing it with sexuality. And even worse, you're doing it with people that are confused. They're young. Their minds are still growing. Their brain is still growing. Okay, it's a confusing time, but that's what being a teenager is about. And they'll get through it. They don't realize it. And then they have some adult influencing them to do something that's maybe irreversible. Okay? And I think teachers, in that respect, should be taught what the curriculum they were hired to teach. If you're a science teacher, teach science. I don't need straight science and then gay science and bisexual science and then indigiqueer to come in and give me a fucking special on the fucking, Newton's theory. I don't need that. I just want science. I don't know why that's a big deal. I don't know why I'm a bigot for saying that. And I don't even have kids. As I said, I feel bad for people that have to be adults in this age. Parents in this day and age. Must be a really tough thing. You can't even be a parent and, address your kid accordingly when they're bad. And then you got this kind of communist indoctrination at their schooling because you can't afford to send them to a private school. It's a fucked up world. They're attacking your kids because they understand something, that they can change the the outlook of the world by attacking your kids, because as soon as the kids go and they get that whole group, their kids will then have it as well as soon as they go after them, and then 2 generations, it's done. Anything you wanted them to forget about, any wrongs that the world has done, that's it. They've reshaped history for you. So that's just my opinion on it, man. I think it's a sad deal. You know, and I look at people that, like I said, that are talking to other kids about sexuality at those young ages as pedophiles or groomers. You're no different than the one that's in the chat room trying to get at them. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. They're already talking about trying to make a law to where kids that are 13 and under can't be on the internet or whatever, but I don't know if that's the answer either. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just think we're in a weird time, weird world, and the indoctrination is at an all-time high, and the indoctrinators have lost. So now we're at a crossroads. Will that push continue? Will that push change? We'll see. Only time will tell. You don't have kids, you have dogs. Well, that's a lot of folks. It's a lot of folks. And again, like I said, that goes for gay and straight folks. Plenty of straight folks that are talking to kids that shouldn't be. So, yeah. You know, and I think we have this fascination where people just think they're fucking special. It's a couple things. People think they're special, and they need to realize that none of us are special. We aren't. None of us are. We're not special. And that's what the participation awards and shit give you. That sense of being special for doing nothing. There's Mr. Herman. He just walked in. And then the victimhood world. Everybody's a victim. Well, welcome to America. There isn't a person that hasn't been prosecuted, or persecuted rather, for something from somebody. Okay? It all happens across the board. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it should happen. I'm just saying that's reality, because that's where I live. I live in reality, not in a fairy tale world. Well, I couldn't have kids. Well, Celeste, not that I couldn't have kids. I decided not to have kids, again, because I couldn't afford them. And again, if I can't afford it, why would I try to, bring them into the world? That's selfish of me. Bringing kids into, an environment where they're not afforded anything, and they're living on, in squalor or something. Not to say they would be, but I mean, I'm just saying, I thought to myself, fuck, I can barely afford myself. Why would I do that to them? That's mean. That's cruel. But I get it. They're selfish. They want what they want. And then all of a sudden, they've had somebody help them. And then they get, okay, well, I got help with this. Now I'll get help with that too. And as soon as they give me free rent, they'll give me a free car. And then as soon as they give me a free car, they'll give me free health care. And next thing you know, you're working hard to afford to pay for everything for these people. And I don't care what country they're from. Again, if they had a good life, they would have stayed there. You're not having doctors and lawyers walking on over through the border. Okay? They're not giving up their good career in Peru to come here. Okay? To work for fucking peanuts. They're not doing it. Okay? And that's just reality. I know a lot of people hate reality. And again, the ones who hate reality and hate my reality, be my guest, pay my share. Pay my share for me. Show me how much you care about these people. Be about it. Show me. Invite me over so I can see how many of the illegal immigrants you put in your house. Show me. Don't tell me. Just show me. But I'm guessing I won't get a whole lot of emails or calls from that. That's just stupid, Dave. It's a dumb question. Shows your IQ. Thanks for showing us who you are, Dave. Oh. Even 450 slow, man. We just won't get done with the with the pandering. We're at a hour and 40 minutes. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in. First 20 minutes were with fucking Tiffany, but hour 20 minutes in, we still haven't done a fucking thing. And that's why Mr. Herman just rolled in, because he knows how much bullshit there is, how much ass licking. She has 1 minute and 15 seconds left on that timer, I can see. So hopefully she gets buzzed here in the next minute, 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. They aren't sending the best, that's for sure. And the problem is you have people that have been living here 2 decades with work visas waiting to become legalized citizens, and they cannot. And then all of a sudden you just jam someone's in with a pre-filled out ballot trying to win an election and let them skip ahead of the other ones that have been in line for 20 fucking years trying to become legal living here. How fair is that to them? Why are they more special than the ones that came 20 years ago? They'll never tell you that. They'll give you some other shim-sham about this or that, or how I'm the stealer of the land. Yeah. Again, let's sit down with some tribes and see how it really went down. Let's talk to the Shumash. Let's talk to the Apache, the Navajo, the Sioux. Let's talk to them all. Let's sit them all down. And why is some of them so ballin' on the res, and then some of them have fucking nothing? Is that just because of the white man? No. So, enough of the stolen land bullshit. If I get to the park, was that a giant dildo on that sign? Oh my God! I know one of you saw the sign. I know one of you saw it. I know one of you saw it. It says, I think, Los Angeles on it, and it has a giant penis. Yes, I'm a colonizer, apparently. I'll tell you what I'm not, is lazy, and I help pay for some of these people. Right? My money goes and helps their kid when they go to the hospital. Yeah, and they're not paying for it. My money does that. Look at the... Oh, fuck. They keep turning it. It's a giant dildo. It says Los Angeles, and in between the Los and Angeles, you put a giant dildo. And I don't think that's the one that what's his name had. Of course, there it is. See? He just put it up. There it is. See, and he keeps changing. The camera guy sees it. Camera guy can't put that... You see it, right? You see it? He keeps trying to put it in there. I'm pretty sure that's a way bigger dildo than the last one. I want to say it was not the same one. They're not using the same peen. That was a massive peen. Straight peening out over here. What's going on? Why was all of a sudden, was there like a memo that I missed? Everybody has to go out and get a peen and bring it on down. Look. It's in plastic. It's like he bought it. Flip the thing around. Bro, that is not the same dick. That is it's not the same dick. That ain't the same one. Look at it, bro. Bro. That's a plunger. Shit, that thing's gonna have it farting. That's a plunger. Look at that thing right there. Look at that thing back there. How could I not stop talking? Like, when I saw that, I was like, hold on a second. Wait, what's going on? I want all the girls to see it and see what the ladies think. I want the ladies to see it.
All right. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Look at it. Look at it. Hysterical. Bro, it's longer than Johnny G's head right there. It's hanging off the side of Johnny G's head. Oh my God! Right now, what's going on? Oh my God! Jesus Christ, lady, great. Let's go.
Wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Wrap it up, B.
Smoke.
Let's go, girl. We want to hear public comment. Come on. We had to deal with you for 40 fucking years or whatever it was. Please. Enough. You've tortured us enough. That is Girth Brooks. The ladies love him. Thank God. Get her out of here. Come on, let's go. Let's have a presentation and cookies and milk in the back or something. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to get the plaque out. Let me guess, you honor her sister, too. And bring the band back in. Yeah, see, 450 is quiet. Yeah. Oh, right when I say that, Irv jumps on. W3PBL.
Continue to stand by.
Oh, there he is. He woke up. Crackhead woke up.
Sleep last night. You were here. I wake up and still here. Again, I'm retired. You're unemployed. The two are not the same. I mean, you could be unemployed because you retired. Durwood. Over.
Durwood got that degree in janitorial arts.
Making a nice little amount of money.
Janitorial arts.
Copy that. Copy that. Hold on, Durwood. I'll be right back. Plug in this laptop.
Oh, she probably get a gold frame. Hopefully she got a frame with fucking one of those dildos attached to it. One of them dills. I think they should make a frame for her. Again with the giant ass flower that's the same size of her head. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, girl.
Shut up, Meg.
I don't care whatever you're saying.
Alright, I'm back.
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Fucking Meg. You better shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
That's the best one, that last one right there. That's the best shut up, Meg, we have. It's my favorite. Yeah, I don't need to hear her roll her R's and all that fun stuff.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't be in a hurry. Hey, you don't run the show here, okay? I'm at the command post. You don't dictate policy.
You're smashing Taiji?
You don't dictate
Even with the big flower?
You don't dictate things off.
Thank you, J-Rug. Thank you.
Run along like a good little boy. You don't dictate jack shit, cocksucker. And then what's up with all the negative names, man? Shut the fuck up, dude. You know, you want to start shit? I'll give you shit.
Tell him.
Very vindictive. I'll be back. I'll be right back. I indicated earlier, don't be in a rush.
Yeah, they just won't stop talking. They just won't. They refuse. They refuse to let the people speak, and that's why the people don't want to come down. You want me to roll my R's? Rodriguez.
Sounds like it's missing
Rodriguez.
highs or something. Got the lows, you got the mids, but it's not high fidelity or anybody else. Might be his microphone. But maybe just there. True. But there's these people that build up their courage and they think of something really witty to say, and sometimes it takes them 15, 20 minutes, and then they actually squeeze down on the pickle, and when they do say their massive, riotously
She needs some of that. What is that? Denta shit? That Dentadent or whatever?
What's the point of that?
Oh man, look at her today. She got all macked up. She got a haircut. She got the tight-fitting dress. She's about to get banked out tonight. It's Friday. She going out tonight, dancing. Taiji smashing, that's for sure.
Very popular radio. Copy. This is the Motorola Max Track.
Big, thick.
Okay, yeah, that audio sounded fine. Max Track's getting old, though. You might want to update W3 Irv.
Dude, that Gorlock thing is fucking pretty awesome.
And then this is the ICOM ICF5061.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Doesn't matter what radio you talk on when your remote base is actually up on the hill transmitting it all. The input to this repeater is here is transmitting the same thing. We just hear the same lack of audio. It doesn't matter what radio you talk to the input of your remote on.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just teeing up on different radios to highlight the
She's no Gorlock.
audio characteristics that different radios have.
Well, I didn't say it. I'm just repeating what the chat room said.
An electrical engineer. Listen to that shit.
I don't know, Laguna.
So that's the same thing as watching a TV commercial that compares televisions against each other, right?
She overdid the bangs. You're saying she cut him too short? Thank you, Taylor. Let's go. Shout out to Scotland. Saying she cut the bangs too short, huh?
We're going to try and get this done next week if that's possible.
Rush. No rush.
She's cute today. Aw. I like her eyeshadow. Matches the dress.
Yeah. Ultimately, yeah.
Eyeshadow matching the dress. Oh, Buckethead now. Come on, Bucket. Let's go, bro. Let's wrap this shit up, son.
Wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Wrap that shit up, B. That's what Gorlock does.
Here we go again. A negative 130 signal with no audio, and we're supposed to understand what this guy says. I don't get it.
Good luck with that, dude. Sure.
Yeah, man, but your
You must work for CNN or something.
when I first heard you talking on that APX 6500, I was like, man, it sounds so low. But then I got used to it, and it sounds really good.
They've been evil since their inception. The best part is, they love to quote MLK, and yet MLK hated them. MLK was a Republican. I wouldn't be surprised if MLK was killed by the Democratic Party and Malcolm X. I wouldn't be surprised if we somehow opened the case and found out.
So like 4 killers, but what about when you yell at the
Since their inception. I'm guessing you forgot about all the treasonous shit. The coup they created to get somebody in there for you to vote for her. Or the coup they created in 2014 in the Ukraine. To get Zelensky in power. In 2014. 10 years ago. Guessing you don't remember that either.
People were to say, hey, what did you say? I could use low audio, then I would. But it works pretty good. Plus, every once in a while, people send me DVRs and stuff going on, and I can hear myself talking. It sounds okay.
Are we finally fucking done? Are we finally done?
Praise for your work.
God, you're still not done. The list is long and distinguished. Yes, Robert. Who backed the play of the current idiot, the lame duck president you have now. I remember Vladimir Klitschko, who was the president, the boxer, that's the president of Ukraine, getting shot in the face with a fire extinguisher by his people in 2014 during that coup. If you think they all love Zelensky, you got another thing coming. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. You need to look at how long and hard these connections are. Does that mean the Republican Party has never done anything wrong? Of course not. They've done quite a few things. They had the largest drug dealer in America sitting president, trading cocaines for weapons. There's one I'll give to you. I wholeheartedly think that they know what happened really on 9/11, because they absolutely know what happened on 9/10, and you never heard anything more about what happened on 9/10 because of 9/11. And that was during their reign. I'm more aware than you think I am.
Smoke.
Yes, Reagan. And the Iran-Contra scandal. Yes.
Because I like the Kenwood.
No, Kenwood don't like you.
You better watch your fucking mouth, Durwood.
That would only prove my point even more. That they went to the evil side, Dave. You're only making my point stronger.
Both flames on the way.
I don't know, Jamie, but there sure as hell was no jet that went into the Pentagon. We know that. You're telling me in the year 2001, there's no outside cameras that caught one giant jumbo jet hitting the side of the building? But yet, that same year, I could go into 7-Eleven and have my picture taken 7 ways to Sunday and have my height with the measurements on the side of the door? You really telling me that and I'm supposed to believe that? That's like telling me that I have a really bad disease and all I need to do is wash my hands and self-quarantine and I'll be just fine. Yeah. What happened to the trillions of dollars that was missing from the Treasury? Whatever happened to that? Show me the press conference where they told you they found it. That one doesn't exist. And that happened the day before 9/11. No plane parts anywhere. I guess it just disintegrated. I mean, I guess dopes, people that are dolts and dummies have no critical thought, won't think about it from every angle. And they'll just think, oh yeah, well they told me that's what happened, that's what happened. I knew she'd get the gold one. I knew she got the gold one. They ain't giving her no shit brown one.
Oh, you almost broke 1 kilocycle that time. Almost.
So, yeah. Do I think I understand that a lot of these people, if not every single one of them, aren't for us. But I do understand also that one side's way worse than the other. And I was told it was the opposite. Okay? And why is that? Because one side runs the media and the other side does not. And you found that out in the last 4 to 5 years too. Okay? You found out which side runs the media.
The reason why these people come out here and make those funny voices
Now we got another presentation. Holy fuck. God damn it. 2 hours in now.
That's what this guy's doing.
I know. I'm just hoping that maybe in a moment of clarity, he'll realize how futile his actions are, and that he can add participating here to the long and distinguished list that have been failures in his personal life.
These are just lonely people that have nothing else to do. It's the same thing that Pat Sullivan
That
does.
too,
He
Efren.
doesn't take a shower and it goes into crowded bars and nightclubs and restaurants, smelling like a homeless person. It's for the attention. And even negative attention is being totally ignored. And that's what they like. They like the attention.
Talking about Pat's stinky ass.
Well, there's a lot of that out here, a lot more than you would think if this were a typical slice of society, which it's not. But the craving any attention and learning at an early age that the only attention they're capable of getting because of their personality disorders is negative attention. You're right. This attracts that like a magnet, like flies to feces, as it were.
No, I didn't, Perry.
And just basically repeat the same rhetoric over and over again. It's just because he's bored, he has nothing else to do, and he feels like that fits into our conversation. And as long as he gets attention, he's going to keep doing it.
I have no doubt you're right, but still, toying with their fragile emotional state does sound a little bit entertaining.
There's Rob Kwan back there. See Rob. Any moment now they'll be done, I hope. Rob. They're just taking forever as they always do. This is on presentation number, 3? We had Paul, and we had Jackie, we had somebody else, didn't we? This is the third one for sure, if not. Dab alert, you're about to hit some dabs? It's too early for dabbing. Not trying to go back to bed or do nothing. I got shits to do. I got to get some eBay going. I got to get the eBay going. I got to get it. Alright, get into the bag going here. That was the last of that. No more coffee. Stinks is in the other room. He was in here earlier. Then he took off. If I'm guessing right, he's at the window watching the squirrels. Some squirrels in the backyard, they run around and he gets a kick out of it. They're his little pals. I've been debating on keeping the door open, see if they'll come inside.
GDB, if you're still there, Pat Sullivan is an interesting, if not odorific, example of that, because he's an uncommon mixture of irrelevance, insignificance, and massively inferior social interaction skills. And again, like you said, this is the only avenue that he can lash out at the world. I'm sure he feels that the world is responsible for all of his problems. Everybody else knows they're not. But yeah, it's interesting you bring him up because he is an interesting example. Over.
The best card savers? I mean, card savers are good, Dunya. Regular top loaders. You know, those two are fine.
Facebook, they can't go to X, they can't go to any of these social media sites on computers first because they're actually helping.
Just got to make sure you have the right size because, you know, there's different thicknesses of cardstock.
just ignore them and block them. And those are features that are part of
Smoke.
ham radio, unfortunately, doesn't have that kind of technology yet. I mean, it does, but most of us on analog still use
That's it, me lover.
that
Happy Friday.
feel like no matter how insignificant they are, they still have a voice out here. So they say those stupid things like diarrhea over and over again and don't do anything I wouldn't find totally disgusting or whatever some of the others that he likes to do, poetry and so on and so forth. It's all just an irritation factor. It's the same thing that I feel when a mosquito is flying by my ear.
That's Pat. They're talking about Pat, the guy who shits in a bucket.
I mean, the analog two-way radio equivalent to Facebook and X and Instagram is, turning the radio off or jamming them. And either way, they would see somebody turning the radio off as a victory because, I ran off. And jamming, they're getting a response. They're getting that feedback from the annoyed person. So yeah, it's a perfect recipe for these people.
That's it.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering how this is going to go. The repeater owner seems like he's anxious to maybe create a digital domain where excluding the analog unwanted, like Pat Sullivan and whoever this new fool is out here, and many of the others, away. They're just gone. They're insignificant.
What's up, Fun Crime?
When it all starts to go from multiple digital inputs and access control at the transmitter.
Yeah, and that's accomplished with closed repeaters and analog all over the place, but other repeaters like Papa and Win and Cactus and the other ones, if you're out there and you come on the radio and you say diarrhea, you're just ignored and there's no stimulus coming back to them, so they wind up here.
The guy with the deep voice is an old sheriff deputy. I think he just retired a year ago or so.
Well, I don't mind turning off my... I have a life outside of ham radio, a robust life, and, I'm going to go tend to it right now. Kilo, Delta 6 Golf, Delta Bravo, signing clear after yours, sir.
Hi, Jeff. Bye, Jeff.
This Cat 6 TCS going to be arriving at my destination and turning off the ham radio as well.
Cool. And hi, Davey. We'll get together soon.
I hope so. And hi, Dana. Okay, I just caught the end clip of that, so I've just been doing my life, so back to it. Catch it.
Have a good day, former AC6AK.
Damn, that's crazy, Ricky.
Roger, you too.
Yeah, never heard of I just sell baseball cards, man. Thankfully, they don't ban me when someone like Wander Franco gets in trouble. And I still have Wander Franco cards. That kind of shit. Proximo, because I'd rather listen to these folks talk than these folks talk. I can't stand these folks. I have, at least ham radio, there's some funny ones. In fact, the one that was talking there, the deep voice Dana, he doesn't like us too much, or me too much, but he's funny. He makes some great songs up and stuff like that. It's entertaining. So I'd much rather hear something like that, even though he didn't give you any there, than listen to these uninteresting crooks. So, yeah. I want public comment to start, but we're literally 2 hours, 9 minutes into this stream, and I believe, no joke, like, we're about an hour and 58 minutes into this spiel without one word of public comment. So we wasted 2 hours of our life we'll never get back thanks to this fucking bullshit. And I understand why they do this first. Because they want to make it more annoying and difficult for the people to come talk. Hopefully nobody shows up and nobody says anything anymore, and then there is no more public comment. And we just do what we do unimpeded. Not like we don't do that now. We just do that with the barking in our ear, and we don't like the barking in our ear, so we're going to get rid of the barking in our ear. So that's really the way I look at it. I think that's what's going on here. They're doing their best to shut down the free speech of the people and their right to voice their opinion. All the while squandering money, in my opinion. I have no proof, no evidence, but I would love to see an audit. I guarantee you'd see what do you call it? Inappropriate spending, misappropriated funds. You would see it. No, I didn't see what you said. It's not really important. Where'd you go? What'd you say, Dan? I don't even see what you said. I don't even see anything from you. You're dealing with thousands of terrorists. That's what happens, Darren. You know, they never told you when you had that life of custodial arts that it would be filled with terrorism at the end. Yeah, I don't see what you said. I don't know why. I don't see it. Cut and paste it, I guess, and put it back. Fucking Meg, dude.
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg.
That fucking flower is way too big. Just saying. I'm not opposed to you having a flower on your lapel or whatever. But I think there's got to be a size limit to it. It shouldn't be the size of your face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the flower is supposed to be smaller than your face. Just saying. I know there's probably no written rule on it. If we go back to the rule book and call a flag on the play. Just saying. I understand that. But it's kind of like an unwritten rule. Your face should be bigger than the flower, not the other way around. Just my opinion. That's what I think, Dixie. And I'm not opposed to her having a flower. She can do what she likes. Just saying, it just seems kind of funny. Just seems funny. It's very gaudy. It's her power play move. That's how she does it, man. She's doing them power moves.
I matter. Shut up, Meg. You don't matter.
Shut up, Mag. You don't matter. I just want to hear Johnny G talk. Please say he's right here, this man right there. I want to hear him. I just need to hear the word tragic and know it's coming out of his mouth today. It's tragic that we had to wait 2 hours to hear the public comment today. That's what's tragic. Come on, bro. Are we fucking for real?
Thank you so much, Council
Holy
President.
fuck, another one.
For letting me do 2 today. This is a holdover from one of the last few meetings that we had. But, you know, the great Sandra Cisneros once said that the beauty of literature is to allow readers to see things through other people's eyes. So today, in the wake of a national election that has made the need for other perspectives so clear, I want to celebrate a few Latino voices.
It means the world doesn't think like you do, Hugo, or your writers
behind
here.
Me are 3 great authors who have moved me emotionally, inspired me, and one of them made me laugh a lot as I was reading his book. In many ways, it's hard to put into words the thoughts and feelings that have been drawn out of me, but luckily the folks behind me are much better with words than I am. They use their words to shine a light on the forgotten, to add perspective, to bring beauty, color to our pain and our suffering, and create art that shows us the true spirit of humanity. Personally, as someone who has always enjoyed reading, I've often found it difficult to find stories, whether fiction or nonfiction, that spoke to my life experience and the experiences of the Latino community. We know that the Latino community is a very diverse one with cultural identity spanning from the Caribbean to South Central America and North America. These three Latino authors, each in their own unique way, have given voices to the disenfranchised, to immigrants, and to hardworking people here in Los Angeles. Our first speaker today was a writer on the critically acclaimed TV show Jane the Virgin, before publishing Illegally Yours, a hilarious and poignant memoir about his family's life as an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador. When reading this book, not only was it very funny, but it really showed someone who came here and struggled through their own life experiences and traversed almost all of Southern California. I think he must have lived in a few of our council districts at some point. And so please welcome me in joining Rafael Agustin.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Councilmember Soto Martinez. And thank you for this entire council for this recognition. Like so many undocumented students, I discovered the truth of my status while applying to go to college in high school. I didn't know. My mom always sheltered me from the brutality of being undocumented. And when I asked her why she kept this very important piece of information from me, what she said changed my life forever. She said, your dad and I didn't tell you because we didn't want you to grow up feeling different, because dreams should not have borders. I took that line, put it in the book, and I refused to give her royalties for it. With that said, I wrote the book Illegally Yours as a way to help write undocumented Americans into existence, not the kind that we strategically see on our nightly news, jumping fences and invading our nation. I simply wanted to tell the story of my mom and dad. Two people who love this country so much that they sacrificed everything for it. Two people who went from being medical doctors in South America to working at a car wash and at a Kmart in the United States to give me a shot at a better life. And two people who taught me the hardest truth that this country has to offer.
Oh yeah, the dildo's back.
The American dream is not for you, but for your children. And the work that you do here ensures that those children can start to pursue those dreams. So thank you so much for this recognition, and thank you for the work that you're doing to protect our immigrant, refugee, and undocumented communities, because as we all know, we only make our economy stronger, our workforce younger, and you can't deny that we make our food taste so much better. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rafael. I told you he was funny. And so up next, we have a writer that has been part of the story of Los Angeles for many decades. Hector Tobar is a journalist and novelist with numerous award-winning books, and I'm proud to say that he spent much of his life as a resident of District 13 right in East Hollywood. He's also the son of Guatemalan immigrants and has written about that experience extensively. Last year, I was inspired to read his book after hearing him have a conversation.
Why they make the chick go last?
Book Festival.
Isn't it ladies
with
first?
One of our other esteemed writers, Gustavo Arellano. And when I read that book, I found it poetic, prophetic, poignant, and it really spoke to a lot of the emotions that we oftentimes struggle as Latinos, who wondering what is our identity as someone who has parents who migrated here. And so it's a huge honor to have him here today. So please welcome Hector Tobar.
Thank you, Councilman Soto Martinez, for the recognition. Thank you for the honor of the recognition, and also the honor of inviting us all
Queer
on Jackie Goldberg Day, which is a special day for all of us. I was born and raised in the city of Los Angeles, the son of Guatemalan immigrants, born in East Hollywood on Madison Avenue, across the street from the public library. And I came to know Los Angeles as a city of hope and possibility, a city that where the freeways were still being built and then stopped by community protest. I came to this building many times, this locus of power and profit making and justice making sometimes, as a reporter for the LA Times, and came to respect many of the people who worked here, many of them with roots in activism, and having a tremendous amount of respect for the people also who would be on the other side of this microphone, lining up to make their comments and to give their voice to make this a better city. Now we live in a time of increasing inequality and injustice in the city. I've seen this as a lifelong resident. I never thought I would live to see the day when we had Camps of the Unhoused next to $1 Million Homes, which describes the situation in my current Los Angeles neighborhood, Mount Washington. So I just want to say thank you again to the councilman, and I want to say a prayer to all of you who work here, that the gods of wisdom and justice continue to inform your deliberations as you fight to make Los Angeles the city of hopes and dreams that we've always wanted to make it. Thank you.
That is true, steadily.
Thank you so much, Hector. And finally, I'd like to introduce our last incredible author of the day. Jean Guerrero is an award-winning author, former LA Times columnist, and current New York Times columnist. Her first book, Crux, a cross-border memoir, explored borders, both physical and spiritual, her relationship with her father, and her own Mexican and Puerto Rican cultural identity. Her most recent book, Hate Monger, about Donald Trump, Steve Miller, and the white nationalist agenda, is particularly important in this moment. When I read this book, I was traveling down California and I was listening to an audiobook. I wasn't reading.
Of course you weren't, because you don't know how to read.
Emotional damage of white nationalism and the agenda that is happening now through her book, I think gave me an inspiration.
Wasn't
to
enough
continue
pictures
to
for
fight,
you,
to
Hugo?
continue to build community and try to give a different vision for what our city should look like. So please welcome me in joining Jean Guerrero.
Thank you so much for this honor, council member and the rest of the council. It's great to be here. It's such an honor to be recognized alongside Rafael and Hector, whose work is just outstanding. I just want to take a moment to note the fact that we're going to be seeing unprecedented attacks on writers and journalists from the scapegoated communities.
You mean the one you've been lying now? Forever? Now we're supposed to believe you, bitch?
You're fired. Important now than ever. I've personally experienced an increase in harassment and threats since Trump was announced victor. And
Fantastic.
so I just want to let you all know that the support here is incredibly important, and support for authors whose voices are being suppressed.
Aww.
And briefly, I also just want to
Come here.
recognize
I'll lick the tears off your cheek.
My dear friend, Adam Valen Levinson, an incredible author who left us last week, and it's been hard for me to think about much else. He is somebody who dedicated his life to humanizing the people that we've been taught to fear. He wrote a book called The Abu Dhabi Bar Mitzvah. That is a beautiful, beautiful book and a testament to love in the face of hatred. I met him when I was writing Crux, my first book in my MFA program. And
she's a wreck.
He was struggling for a long time. And he chose to leave us last week, but I just want to make sure that we carry his memory, and I hope people look up his work because it's incredibly important, especially right now in this moment.
He chose to leave us, huh?
Ultimately, books, I think, are about making us feel less alone and helping us to have more empathy for one another. And reading is something that I see as a pathway to connecting with others. And so I'll close with just a reminder to please hold the people that you love very closely, because you never know when they're going to leave you. And I think ultimately that is what literature and writing is about connecting us all together.
So you read.
Thank you so much for this honor.
You write a book called Hate Monger about a person you think is a hate monger, all while telling me we should be more accepting of each other. Makes sense.
Emotional damage.
I'm sure it's on the bestseller list too.
Ever, declaring the city, this sanctuary city, was important, and why we must continue to fight and build a movement here in Los Angeles. Because
Straight lunatic. Guarantee you she's alone. She ain't got a man.
Books are a form of political action. Books are knowledge. Books are reflection. Books change your mind. And now it's my pleasure to present
books, motherfucker. You just admitted you couldn't read it.
Each a certificate honoring their contributions to the world of literature.
What about audiobooks?
Especially to the stories and culture of Latino people living here in Los Angeles and around the world. Thank you so much.
Motherfucker couldn't crack a page on it. Let me listen to the tape instead. Oh, shit. such fantastic writers, you wanted to get enthralled in the audio recordings of it. Got it. 4-cat minimum. Oh man, 4-cat min. I ain't against having cats. I
Thank you so much.
Find
Mr.
it funny when
Martinez.
somebody who writes a book called.
I want to call now on District 11 for a
hate-monger.
special
Bro,
presentation.
see what I mean? See what we're even talking about here? 2.5 hours
to
now?
be joined,
How many other fucking losers?
The Every Child Foundation, which
Jesus
is celebrating
Christ.
their 25th anniversary of service.
Where
to
the fuck's
children of
everybody on
Los
450? Where the fuck are you
the
guys
mission
at?
of
We don't want to hear
the
these
Every
people.
Child Foundation is to ease children's suffering as a result of
This is
disease,
Baby Gay. Are they back
disability,
again?
abuse, neglect, or poverty.
Fucking shit. Digiqueer, Baby Gay. What's next? Fuck. Indigiqueer. Can't just be native. Gotta be a digiqueer. Can't be Latino. You gotta be Latinx. We ain't Latino no more, you're Latinx. I don't care if you don't identify as it. Doesn't matter. Is there a white X? I want to be white X. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm starting Wide X, guys. If you guys want to join the group, I'll leave a link down below. We'll all identify as Wide X. And we'll show up at all the Latinx fucking clubs and parties and shit. Anger them. Tell them how we'll protest them. How we started first. We were first. Look at the dildo in his hand over there on the side. Are they finally fucking done?
Public wishing to
Holy
offer public
shit.
comment should call
Holy shit.
669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160.
2 hours and 20 minutes to get to work.
8466 and then
2
press
hours,
pound.
20 minutes.
Then press pound again when prompted for participant
Talcum
ID.
X.
Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak.
Talcum X.
When it is your turn to speak,
got
an
it.
automated
I see
Zoom
it.
voice will ask you to
Like-
press star 6 to
like
mute.
BP?
Then repeat. Call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and then press pound. Then press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to mute.
I am Diablo Blanco. Yes, I'm the
People
White
providing
Devil.
public comment, when it is your turn to speak,
I'm Shakaka.
either at the podium
Wasn't that
or on
the White
phones,
Devil?
please
Shakaka?
state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1
Pretty
minute
sure it
per
was.
item, up to 2 minutes total for the items open for public comment. So again, up to 2 minutes total today because there's only 2 items that are open for public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get 1 brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If
You're
you do not
white
do
but
so,
not X.
or if you begin
Oh,
stray
you
off
are
topic,
gonna be white
you will
X.
forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment are items 1 and item 3. So again, the
1
items
and
that
3?
are open for public comment on the agenda are items 1 and item number 3.
Okay, so now
Members
you
of
got
the
3
public
minutes
may
to
also
talk.
speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the items. or
So
anything
under
else
over
in the
today,
city's
guys,
subject
is
matter
7.
jurisdiction.
Under over
For members of
7.
the public calling in, when it is your turn to speak, an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press star 6 to unmute yourself. If you do not do so, council staff will prompt you once more. At that point, you need to immediately unmute yourself, or unfortunately, you will
I,
forfeit
too,
your speaking time, and we will have to move on to the next caller. Additionally, because of a brief time delay between the live meeting and the broadcast, 2 things are important. First, while waiting for your turn to speak, please keep
I
an
love
ear to the
chop
phone
suey,
so you
Mark.
know in real time
Marcus.
when it is your turn to press star 6
Chop
to
suey's
unmute.
great.
Second, If you're listening to this
I think
meeting
it's like
on
the
another
soybeans
device,
that I like.
please
I
turn
think
down
it's-
the volume
no,
on
it's
that
not- is
device
it soybeans?
immediately when it's your turn to speak. Between feedback and the time delay, it will cause a great deal of
Might be.
confusion if you continue to listen on your other devices. And just one final announcement, if I could have the interpreter make this aloud for the room. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so that the interpreters can do their job.
Para las personas que requieren un
Maybe it's a
intérprete al
Scrabble.
español, por favor pausen cada frase o dos para darle al intérprete la oportunidad de traducir.
And we will pause your time so you'll get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
Y pausaremos su tiempo, entonces
Yeah, the
recibirá
bean
el
sprouts.
mismo- la misma cantidad
That's
de
what I
tiempo
like.
que las
The
otras
bean
personas.
sprouts.
Gracias.
I think they're the best. I mean, I like string beans and the bell pepper, all
I will
that
begin
stuff.
by calling names.
Bok
Jovan
choy.
Houston, Juan Bustillo, Lauren Akiem, Mark Lopez, Michelle Garza.
All right, no funny names off the jump.
And speakers, you do not have to speak in the order in which your name was called, but please wait until you hear your name before coming up. Thank you.
I don't know, Abash. Some do now. Some are doing it now. You know, they just decide to wear them when they want, kind of thing. I don't know.
Good morning. If you could please remind us of the name you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak to.
Javon Houston, General Public Comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Sorry I can't stay any further, but I just want to congratulate Heather Hunt for your well-deserved victory. And we are excited to continue her amazing work with our community of workers. We want to thank you for her leadership and her commitment to uplifting working
Bone
class
Thugs
families.
Harmony?
As a union worker at LAX, I deeply appreciate her for understanding workers every day in the city. We congratulate you, Heather Hunt. Thank you for your work.
The unelected one.
Good afternoon.
She
If you could
finally
please
win her
remind us of
election.
the name you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak to.
My name is Michelle Garza, and I am just speaking in general comments.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm here today to raise my concern in general about our roads in the city. Earlier this year, after the rain, I encountered 2 potholes that left me on the rim, broke my rim, ruined my tires. To this day, I'm still trying to get refunded from that. And with the rain coming up again, with rainy season, it's imperative that our roads are maintained correctly because it puts the people's everyday lives in jeopardy on these roads. I don't think enough money is spent to maintain our roads in this city and to make sure that they're drivable. That day that I encountered the potholes, I could have been rear-ended on La Cienega Boulevard, 10 p.m. at night by myself. 4 other cars ended up on the rim as well from the same pothole. It's unacceptable, and I think that there needs to be a better process for issuing refunds due to, things like this.
Good luck with that one, ma'am.
Thank you.
Property taxes. That's where your roads money fix the roads go. So more property taxes. We already pay the highest in the nation.
Good afternoon, council members.
Good
and,
luck.
good afternoon, everyone.
And which items would you like to speak to?
Roads.
So, sorry?
Which items would you like to speak to?
Public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Juan Bustillo. I work for Flying Food Group at LAX. I am here to urge to council to vote yes for the Olympic wage. I drive for 50 miles daily to get to work because I can't afford rent near the LAX. The World Cup and the Olympics is coming, and the cost of the living is not going to get any better for us. Companies are making millions while we are getting left behind. Proud to live it, and one of the best cities around the world. Make our city better, and the vote yes. Thank you.
Flying Foods, everybody.
Joe M., George Harad, Geoff McQuilkin, Candido, Christopher Antonelli.
Candido. Oh, Candido the Bandito.
Good afternoon. Which item would you like to speak to?
Yes, general public comment.
So you have 1 minute.
Okay, Brother Pancake, Los Angeles Community Action Network.
Brother Pancake.
City Council has blood on its hands for the refusal to act decisively against rampant anti-blackness in this city. You have chosen to embrace Kevin Alexander Leon and treat him like a legitimate leader against popular and political demands to do otherwise. Your blind eyes to anti-blackness puts us all at risk and deepens division. You are irresponsible and unfit to live. I'm disappointed in you, Kevin Alone. Isn't it something that your successor will be in your former seat on your birthday? Whose city? Our city, our shame. Born and raised in LA, in the same space as Dr. King in the 60s. I ain't forgot. Tom Bradley, rest in power.
There you go. Brother Pancake, everybody. Brother Pancake.
Good afternoon. Which items would you like to speak to?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Item 2 and public comment.
Will
please.
they talk about Jason in
item
public
number
comment?
2
Yes
is
or
not
no? Put it
open
in the
for
chat.
public
I'm sorry,
comment.
three.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
That is about elections, correct, sir? Number 3?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. It's about elections. You know, 1993, I was here when Miss Goldberg walked in this room. I was one of those Republicans, moderate, but I was stunned by her. I was amazed by her. I was here when she left in her final year, I believe it was 2001. She was never afraid to hear my words. She allowed me to speak. She was not afraid. Mr. Kokorian, thank you because you allowed me. You were not going to do what Miss Martinez had done, tried to silence me. So I thank you for allowing me. I have a question for this council. Mr. McCosker, I really want to direct this at you. Why? Why are those of you who have the potential to bring this city back, those of you who have quality, goodness in your hearts, why are you allowing the crooks in this place, the few who are doing that? All right, this was directed at you, Mr. City Attorney. Sister Teresa, I can't remember the name, but all she did was want to read from the Bible, and you said she could not. You threw her out of here, sir. Mr. City Attorney, you took away her right. This place needs the Bible in it. So, Mr. City Attorney, I have all the respect for you, but please don't throw her out again. She has a right to speak. She's a great human being. She cares, she loves, and for a transsexual person, she didn't give up. She made the best of what she had. Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. I hope that you'll respect her when she comes up.
There it is.
Claudia
There it
Reedes, Estrella S., Jason Figueroa, Mildred Hunt, Regina B., Sean Murphy, Sister Payasa.
Sean Murphy. There he is. 3 and shrimp. See Jason Figueroa.
Item number 1, item number 3.
Good afternoon. So you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Duarte. Item number 1.
I think there's Stacy right there.
你有善解人意的心，不知天高地厚的我，
Mr. Herman.
你的微笑总是让我为你着迷。你有一双深情的眼睛，你有融化冰雪的魔力。从来不敢奢求的我，什么原因凝视让我躲不过去？
Dude, that shit
什
slaps.
么原因
你的发香总挥之不去，我的世界什么时候 ？Item number 3。开始昼夜难分，翻天覆地来去，都是因为想你。偷偷地爱上你，却不敢告诉你，因为我知道我给不到你要的东西。只能偷偷地想你，只能偷偷看着你，总是没勇气。偷偷地爱上你，却不敢告诉你，因为我知道我给不到你要的东西。只能偷偷地想你，只能偷偷看着你，总是没勇气，总说不出我是真的爱上你。Let's talk about the law and order. Let's talk about the law and order in the city council. So I have a comments for our LAPD Sergeant Duarte. When we have continued those people disrupting the meeting, continue to having making noises, not abiding the law, not abiding the rule, not abiding the authority, I want to wish our Sergeant Duarte stop getting on your knees to those criminals. Sergeant Duarte, people like me, we need your help. We are relying on you to protect the life and the safety for all of us. Use your 24 inches to make sure everybody in the city council can be safe. Everybody in the city room can be protected, and then this room can be free from any harassment and violence. Sergeant Duarte, we need you. Get up. Sergeant Duarte, use your 24 inches.
Next speaker.
All right. Before the next speaker begins, I will call a few more names. Susan Price, Aaron Adams, Adam Smith, Amelia Asanji, Jade Arolano, Noe Nunez, Rob Kwan.
How isn't that not gold? How is it not gold? Your discretion is advised.
1 minute for general.
Well,
Please
fuck
begin
the
with
good
items.
afternoon. I want all my time and my non-public.
Viewer discretion is
agenda time.
advised.
For the several of thousands of years, the American people, us blacks, minorities, Asian minorities, white minority niggers too, have suffered under the disguise of building in safety. Why? Why do you put these liens on our properties, Mr. Marchese and CD8? Are you that much a racist to make us homeless? Is that the policy of you, bro? Because I definitely stand for the minority people of this country, not the illegal wetbacks, not the illegal motherfuckers, and not the fucking popo police. For this here protest appeals of objections, and that's why I'm speaking, Mommy Muana, public safety. Then I go into motion number 3, because I can't speak on fucked up number 2, but I definitely know that the city clerk's relative declarations for certified results of my topic Pumpkinhead. Thank you. Next time, speak, don't nod. Speak. I'm a grown man. You speak to a man. Don't nod
So I'm going
like
to ask you
a
to stick
pussy.
to the agenda items, please.
Yeah, that's why I eat all the pussy. So, for this reason, the elections, the Los Angeles Unified School District is saying that every illegal immigrant deserves, under Jackie Goldberg, a right to an education. Well, what about the American children? What about our African American children? What about our fucking wetbacks like me that grew up and lived in the United States, motherfucker? Trump! Trump on that! You piece of shit. Now into my non-agenda public comment, 42
you have
USC
1 minute. Go ahead.
1983. You suck a dick like this, Gro. You suck a dick like this big one. Why would you allow some paid lobbyist, some paid protester to sit on my hand just because I'm a queer? Why is that, bro? And then you are a racist, prejudiced piece of shit with a bar license after you kick Mr. Spindler out for doing nothing during a recess. Put that on the record, you piece of shit. You're gonna get a bar complaint, and the bar is gonna hear more about Stefan Fable, who sucks a dick like Los Angeles, and you, because we're tired of you manipulating us to believe Los Angeles is a great city. If it were, I could walk out this fucking motherfucking door right now with a nigger with an attitude and I have no motherfucking problem, but I'm afraid of the fucking police!
Speaker, your time's expired. And while we wait for the next speaker to come up, for those of you who are new to this meeting, either virtually or in person, just to be clear, the last speaker or any other speaker do not reflect the views of this city council, and we do have to allow them to speak during general public comment. So again, we appreciate your patience with us and with the speakers.
Hysterical.
We're waiting for the next speaker to come up. I believe there's been some confusion on general public comment. So just to be clear, speaker, go ahead. So for general public comment, for anybody, and I believe Mr. Candido spoke to this as well, when it comes to reading the Bible, it needs to be connected to something that's within the subject matter jurisdiction of this city or something on the agenda. So again, Mr. Candido, this is not a conversation. Please do not disrupt this meeting. So again, if you're going to read anything from the Bible or any other book or quote anything else, it needs to be connected to either an item on the agenda or something within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city. All right, next speaker.
The rock made a sound.
So you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Down. I would like to speak on general public comment. And before you start my time, it is relevant. Due to the disruption, I want to pray for those people and also the people that participate.
Going on. Please begin with the items first. So you have 2 minutes for the items.
I'm speaking on general public comment
1
only.
minute for general.
Please don't interrupt that time. It is relevant because I'm praying for the council and the people who were hurt. Okay, Job 33. 33 is an important number, Masons and brothers. Wherefore, Job, I pray thee, hear my speeches and hearken my words. Behold, now I have opened my mouth, my tongue hath spoken in my mouth. My words shall be of uprightness of my heart, and my lips shall utter knowledge clearly. The Spirit of God hath made me. The breath of the Almighty hath given me life. If thou canst answer me, set thy words in order before me, stand up. Behold, I am according to thy wish in God's stead. I am formed out of clay. Behold, my terror shall not make me afraid, neither shall my hand be heavy upon thee. Surely thou hast spoken in mine hearing, and I have heard the voice of thy words, saying, I am clean without transgression. I am innocent, neither is there
You can buy him, Efren. I have
me.
one.
Thank you.
You can get him on like Amazon. Just Google search it. Who ate all the pussy shirt? It'll come up.
Good afternoon. If you could please remind us of the name you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak to.
I'm doing public comment, Anna Sharon.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right, my name is Anna Sharon. I'm a member of United here, Local 11, and I've been working at LAX since 2010. Since the pandemic, airport wages have not kept us with the cost of living. Workers at LAX don't make enough money to make ends meet. I'm a single mother, and I spent the last decade living with my 2 kids in a 1-bedroom. Finally, this year, some of us got a raise, and I was able to move out to a bigger place. But many of my co-workers still live in crowded conditions because of the cost of rent in LA is so high. We see business coming back. We know companies stand to make even more money in the future at LAX, but the workers that make this city run are being left behind. Starting Monday, I will be starting a fast in solidarity with my brothers and sisters who are in need of better wages and health care. We ask you to join us in fasting and listen to the people who work in your airport. Vote yes.
Yeah, Flying Foods, everybody. Flying Foods.
Good afternoon. If you could please remind us of the name you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak to.
Susan Price, general comments.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Paul Krikorian.
Fuck off.
You express gratitude to your constituents. Thank you for your service. You left us a legacy.
Huh?
Jackie Goldberg, You said you want to still do some good trouble? You can bring it to Skid Row. We need that. And we need your expertise. Now that you have some time on your hands, you can put those hands to work in Skid Row. We need that. Really need that. People are suffering there, and you could make a difference for us. Please come. LA Can will welcome you with open arms.
More
Thank
nonprofit grifters.
Next speaker.
Nonprofit worth hundreds of millions.
Good afternoon. If you could please remind us of the name you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak to.
Noe Nunez, it's general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Noelia, and I used to live on Venice Boulevard under the 405 and CD11 and CD5. I was featured by the mayor's team as an Inside Safe success story, and you can find my interview online on the mayor's page. However, Inside Safe was not my success, it was my demise. It only lasted a few months. One day after oral surgery, I tried to go home and found that my locks had been changed while I was gone. And I was barred from even retrieving any of my belongings. I'm a frail person, and I was even more frail back then, but that day I was also desperate. And for the millionth time, I had absolutely nothing. Someone gave me a tent, but once I set it up, the cops threatened me to arrest me, and that I couldn't place it anywhere under 4118 code, which was basically everywhere. I asked where I could go, but the answer was nowhere. I moved between the street and my friends' places, getting robbed several times, and hustled up to find a placement with the help of some real friends, but at no point was 4118 ever my friend. I didn't want to be on the street. I wanted to curl up by a river and die, and
So-
I'm safe now, but I
Speaker,
want
your
to
time has
focus on a
expired.
real
We have to give
safety
everybody
net.
the same amount of time.
Yeah, Speaker.
Next
We
speaker.
don't care, Speaker. We don't care. Thank you for the speech. Stacy.
Amelia Assange today. I'll take item 3 in general,
Amelia
please.
Assange.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item.
Great. In the election, the people made their selection, and today the results are certified. The voters did what this body failed to. Finally, we get to tell him goodbye. Na 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 na. Hey, Kevin, goodbye. Paul threw a party last night in Studio City. They served Pink's hot dogs, which is quite fitting. Farewell to the patty pink-faced dictator, Krikorian. Finally, we can tell you goodbye. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey hey hey.
Goodbye.
You got rid of a lot of the crowd who I think might have sang with me on that one. Let me just give it another one really quick. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. I don't think we're going to miss Kevin or Paul at all, and it's really funny that today is Jackie Goldberg Day, on a day when she's bragging about getting arrested and missing a Lakers game and all the good things she did for Hollywood. Meanwhile, we're arresting protesters this very day. We had a bunch of people removed this very day for what? Standing up against the corruption that exists in these chambers. And fake progressive Ulysses over here has the nerve to make a speech about it and act like she is helping when she's really part of the problem, enabling all this bullshit. So I say, fuck Jackie Goldberg Day. Let's have National LA City Protester Day, because we're doing the real work that y'all won't. Fuck you, Kevin. We won't miss you.
Before the next speaker begins, I will call more names. Virginia Bones, Steve Nyson, Shelly Armenian Cook, Sam Williams, Ruth Galanter, Nikolai Dressbach.
Shelly Bones.
Good afternoon. Which items would you like to speak to?
Afternoon.
Shelly
Can you make sure
Bones.
the squawk box is on loud for Kevin back there?
So, which items would you like to speak to?
all items and general public
Shelly
comment.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes for the items. That's 1 and 3, and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Thank you, Grote. Item number 3 is the certification of our election results. And it's just important to remember, we went nearly 2 decades without an incumbent city council member being voted out of office. And now we've had at least one voted out in each of the last 3 cycles. I don't really have that much hope anymore, but I do know there is one thing that will keep y'all somewhat remotely accountable, one way of addressing corruption, and that is a competitive election, either voting you out or scaring you into doing a little bit better. So, just wonder, who's next? This week, the fundraising period opened for 2026 council candidates. Councilmember Park's trying to make sure she's not that person because she's getting out the gates, building up that war chest. Every single odd-numbered district will be on the ballot. And there's nothing personal here, but I think we need strong candidates across the spectrum in every single one of these races. That's why on Wednesday, Unrig LA will be hosting a Zoom training on how to run for office in the city of LA. You can register at bit.ly/unrig1211.
So you're welcome to continue this during general, but I'm going to ask that you switch to item number 1 first. Go ahead.
I got it all out there, bro. So I will move to general public comment.
Okay,
I
so
am
you have 1
worried
minute.
about Disheveled De Leon. He truly appears unwell. I am grateful that he seemed to have at least showered and trimmed that facial hair for today. Wednesday, it looked like if you put a goat puppet on his hand, he'd be looking like Wayne Spindler. My condolences to the council president. You are losing your best friend on the council. And that is the magic of this place. We've seen people like Gil Cedillo and Mitch O'Farrell have their COVID bromance, and now we have the Fed Tapes bromance. It's just really cute to see the way that we can all come together. On Kevin's note, he's not done. And that's not just, the idea that he might get a senior advisor job and find a landing place here, but he's not done. He's got an art project. I don't know how many of you have heard about it. Gave some of y'all a heads up, but he's got a fun art project in the chamber, and you're all in it too. So, look forward to that coming out. Have a nice weekend.
There's Rob Kwan,
Before
everybody.
the next speaker begins, any speakers that signed up for in-person public comment, please line up to the left of the room.
Good afternoon. If you could please
Speaking on
remind...
agenda item number 1 in public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
So, for the property on 88th Marquise Harris Dawson in District 8, your lazy ass has done nothing. We have abandoned properties all over, on Century and Hoover, on 104th and Avalon. Monica Rodriguez, you took care of your district in getting that vacant trash lot at that home cleared out. Marquise Harris Dawson hasn't done shit on 104th and Avalon. Trash is in the street, creating problems for children and pedestrians and people in wheelchairs who cannot get through. I have went on 311 repeatedly and made this an item to be picked up, and nothing happens. And they are fraudulently closing my complaints. I have them in my phone. Fuck this city council. Now I'm going to go to general comment.
Okay, so
Good
you have 1
morning.
minute.
Fuck the entire racist poop butt city council. Deny, defend, depose. Fuck Karen Bass, Sleazy Marquise Dawson, and IBW Local 18. If Monica Rodriguez fixed the home trash lot situation in her district, why haven't you cleaned up District 8, which has a vacant trash lot, an apartment building full of pedophiles, and trash on Avalon and Century, in which a woman was shot and killed by an AK-47 in her apartment? Street takeovers, but Marquise Sleazy, president of the city council. Marquise Sleazy Dawson, District 8 looks like a third world country compared to District 10 and District 2. Clean my fucking neighborhood up, or I will come to your office on Vermont with friends of my community who want change every day, motherfuckers. I am an educated gangster. Know the difference. Your council members, you have to suck dick and kiss ass to get ahead. Defend, depose, then flee. Salute to that motherfucking hero. I'm from Watts. I do not have to suck dick and kiss ass. Church, motherfuckers. Defy, deny, defend, depose.
Speaker,
Salute to that
your
hero.
time has expired.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Next speaker.
Warriors, come out to play.
So, sir with the hat who just spoke, please do not disrupt this meeting. We need to move on to the next speaker.
I think
Good
it's
afternoon.
He said on crib.
They call it Department of White People.
Which items would you like to speak
said
to?
on crib.
You said 2 wasn't available, right?
Correct. 1 and 3 are the only items open.
1 and 3 in general public comment,
Okay,
please.
so you have
Oh, that's fist.
2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Cool. I actually met the lady that takes care of the liens a little while ago. Oh, shit. It was like a fucking hour and a half ago because all these stupid fucking presentations.
Yep.
And she was coming at me aggressive, the lien lady, because she didn't like the way I was responding to the escalation of an officer that's escalated with me before. This is the lady that handles the liens. And she was getting involved in a situation that she didn't really know what was going on. So if that's the person that's organizing the liens, then maybe we need a different person doing that. I don't know. She seems polite enough, but she seems a little ignorant and quick to jump the gun without having all the facts. So maybe some of these property owners, maybe they didn't need a lien, a nuisance abatement, or anything like that. Maybe she just got her nose in somebody's business and she didn't really know all the fucking shit that was up in the sauce, but she wanted to be all up in the sauce. She don't even know what's going on. Item number 3 is about the certification of the elections. I want to congratulate Heather Hutt because she proved herself. She won she won pretty handedly, so nobody can really talk shit on her race. She's also like probably the most polite one here. Y'all are pretty disgusting, to be honest. The rest of y'all, I really hope I never said anything bad about that lady because she's been pretty nice. But then you got Ulysses to her side nodding along, but she's a disgrace. And then you got Harris Dawson, which I don't even know how he won his race when he gave away public land to the Marriott Hotel. So Ulysses looking pretty next to Heather Hutt. I don't know. Maybe she got more money now. I know she got bangs and her makeup all done up, but it's really a disgrace, to be honest. She's laughing because she thinks it's cute, but people out here don't think it's cute no more. These races are they're a joke, Heather Hutt won because she's really sweet. Maybe she'll do a really good job. I hope she does. And if I ever move to her district, I'll support her. But the rest of y'all, they're fucking disgusting. And it's really a shame how y'all don't pay attention to her comment. And you laugh like it's a joke, but it's not.
General public comment.
Sean Murphy wanted to let y'all know that he hated Paul Krikorian, and he hopes he goes and fucks himself. And he doesn't care if he gets shot. That was Sean Murphy. That wasn't my words.
Shout out to Sean.
I try to warn y'all about the people, the will of the people. You didn't listen. And now an insurance executive got killed, and everybody cheered it on. Corruption is on the menu, and everybody's looking to get served. This rock represents the rock that David hit Goliath with to show that no giant is too big for anybody that has heaven's mandate within them. And this stick represents Yahya Sinwar's stick, which he threw at the Zionist occupation, the genocidal maniacs, to show that no matter what, no matter how big the enemy, even Israel itself, even if royalty, even your bullshit authority, we'll throw the last stick we have at y'all. I'm going to submit these for the record. Y'all are pretty disgusting, and I warned y'all. And I'm not crazy, but there's a lot of crazy people out here, and they're going to do something. I warned y'all.
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker.
Yeah. Valley Gun Club.
You know the rules. Please do not disrupt this meeting.
Wait, he was already up here with his girlfriend.
Good afternoon. If you could please remind
How
us
did he
of
get
the
up
name
here
you signed up
twice?
under and the items you'd like to speak to.
Sebastian Hernandez, general public comment.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'm with Palms and House Mutual Aid. We work in CD5 and CD11. The disruption you saw earlier was love. It came from love of our people on the street that are powerless, harassed, and pushed around by this council's inhumane 4118 policy. It came from love, and just like Krikorian was concerned about his family seeing it, we're concerned about our friends and family living in deadly structural brutality every day. The RAND Corporation studies explicitly show 4118 only displaces people and exacerbates inhumane situations for the unhoused, because there really is no place to go and the rent is too damn high. These are not personal responsibility issues. These are structural issues, issues that this council can attend to. A temporary cleanup in one neighborhood becomes an encampment in another, and now the neighborhood residents you want to please are waking up to that fact. We see this in CD11, where refugees from the Venice sweeps and under the 405 seek shelter near Iona Creek. We can turn this around, start real housing offers with dignity and stability, with no vague promises. Councilmember Blumenfeld, the disruption you saw was not nostalgia, it is the future, in here and in the streets until the war on the poor stops. Repeal 4118. Kevin De Leon never looked better.
So, So I'm being told that there are no other speakers in the room in person. So, Madam President, would you like to move to virtual public comment?
Yes, we'll go to the phones.
Here we go to the
Caller
phones.
user 1, unmute yourself.
Caller user 1, I believe you're unmuted. Please, which items would you like to speak to? Caller user 1, this is your last opportunity to speak. Please press *6 to unmute. Okay, so we're going to have to move on to the next caller. Next caller?
That was probably Jason.
Caller
I
ending
hung
in
up on.
7255, unmute yourself.
Richard Serrano, 1-3, and general public comment.
Good afternoon. So you have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Number 3.
What's going on?
You have an election there that just went through, and again, it seems to be lobbyists will always be part of getting somebody elected to office. So how, I mean, it's crazy for me. This is new to me. I get it. I'm not a politician, but you guys allow people to pay somebody to get in office and then say you're representing the people. Paul Kokorian in his video, oh, we're allowing this, that way they elect their own election people. But he appointed Ms. Hutt, and I love Ms. Hutt. Told her that the day she got elected. It just bothers me that you guys are, again, hypocrites to whatever you say there. The lady that came in and prayed, I told you already, city attorney, the rosary is around our city shields. You have no basis to say that you do not know that
this is not
she's
on
kind
the
of
agenda. Please stick to the agenda items. You're welcome to continue this during general public comment, though.
During election time, you should only allow the people to be able to come in and contribute to the people that are running for office. All this money from the lobbyists, LAPD, fire department, again, pay to play. They get elected and they get their way.
You've exhausted your 1 minute on item 3. Please switch to item number 1. Actually, you've used more than your 1 minute.
Okay, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Just going back to the same thing that was said there. We got rid of a sheriff, and Mayor Bass appointed him LAPD chief of police. We got rid of Kevin De Leon. Now he's got another job because we got rid of him. Mayor Bass, again, is going to appoint him to do something else. We really don't have a say in this place. It just bothers me that you got the rest of the public sees it and no one does anything about it. Candida was right. The lady has a right to pray. Just because the city attorney is not aware of the rosary being around our city shield, it gives her the right to pray, especially when you guys allow the Pledge of Allegiance in that hall every Tuesday.
Caller, your time has expired. Next caller.
Oh, they dunked him. They dunked you,
Caller
Richard.
ending in 9519, unmute yourself.
Yes, my name is Jason, and I'm a smoking scan viewer.
Good afternoon. You have 2 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items first. Go ahead.
That's mighty whitey, that pumpkin head. So the other day I was down on Bigger over this chick, and I paid her $5 to whistle Yankee Doodle out
This
of her
is
vagina.
not on the agenda. Please stick to the agenda items or I'm going to
Yes,
move you
sir.
to general. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, you let that nigger-hating Candido say all these
Okay,
things when
so
he came up.
welcome
I
to
can't
general
tell
public
something about the
comment. You
lady
have
down
1
here.
minute for general public comment. Can you start as 1 minute? Go ahead. And again, this needs to be within something within the city subject matter jurisdiction.
Right. I got it. You don't have to stutter it out. I'll get you there. Shout out to the smoking community there. I just want to say that, it's been a good meeting today, and we had a good one there. But, tonight, you pukes will sleep with your rifle. You will give your weapon a girl's name, because this, the only pussy you guys are going to get. Your days of finger banging old Mary Jane Rottencrotch through your pretty pink panties are over. You married to this piece, this weapon of iron and wood, and you will be faithful. Shout out to the smoke can community. We're having a good one there. Hey, nigger hating Candido, fuck you, up the ass, all the way, 2 fists and a thumb. But y'all have a good one.
All right, Mr. Candido, this is your first and only formal warning. You've actually disrupted this meeting multiple times. Please do not disrupt the
See
meeting.
what you did,
Thank you.
Jason?
Next caller.
See what you done did? You lit the fuse. You lit the fuse. In person. Now
Okay,
he
that
can't even
concludes public comment. So we will close public comment.
Come on.
Mr. Clerk?
We had 20 minutes of public
Which items
comment.
are now
What are you
before
doing
us?
up there,
Madam
Meg?
President, the council may now consider item 3 for consideration
Shut
of
up,
the city
Meg.
clerk report and resolutions.
Okay, open the roll.
Shut up, Meg.
Close the roll.
Shut up,
Tabulate
Meg.
the vote.
13 ayes.
Madam President, there is a request to send this item
See how they
forthwith.
did that? 2 hours of
Without
bullshit and baloney and 20 minutes of public
The council
speech.
may now consider item 1, which is motion Harris Dawson.
I
Price
guarantee
to
you they
confirm
hung
the
up
lead.
on
Okay, that item is now before us.
They probably hung up on
Please
Brock.
open the roll. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
Fucking Monacal up
13
there.
ayes.
Thank you. And now that brings us, colleagues, for announcements.
Yeah, I don't care about your announcements. I really don't. Yeah, guys, we're going to pull the ripcord here because I can care less about their announcements and more back patting and bringing in their fucking friend from high school and giving him something. And, yeah. There's disheveled DeLeon, though, really quickly. Still looks like he ain't showered. He definitely hasn't shaved. He definitely looks unkempt and disheveled. Bro, it looks like he just woke up with a hangover after his loss from 2 weeks ago. Like he literally woke up face down in his bed, fully clothed with a bottle in his hand. That was empty. I could see it. I could see it. Alright, guys. You know, we got in the Dalton thing. That wasn't much. And then we got this in, which sucked today. Well, I don't know. I mean, you had some high points, I guess. Some fun points. For the most part, it was pretty lame. Too many presentations, all that shit. It's good to see those other ones go. And get the fuck out of there. I don't have to deal with them anymore. But I'll be home, guys. You know, I'm just gonna be listing cards. So, if a chase pops off or something else crazy, we'll hop on. Look at the cop was talking to Candido. I'm guessing Candido got pretty angry because of what Jason just said. Oh, that shit is too funny. He just lit the fuse and just walked out of the room on him. And he literally exploded. Boom! What's up, Richard? Yeah, it's just funny times, man. Funny times. Come hang out where? At my crib? No. Not having no party at my house. I ain't trying to have nothing broke. Not that I have anything of value to break. But I guess I'm out of here for now. I mean, we'll be live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Saturday night show for the for my birthday show, since that's when you guys wanted to do it. So we won't be live tonight. Keep that in mind, unless there's a chase. So if there's a chase or something crazy happening, crazy protest or something, we'll hop on. But other than that, I will not be on tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic Friday night. Be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves. Make it back for the Saturday show. And on behalf of Stinks, who didn't show up, and myself, we're out of here for now. Thank you for the likes, the love, the donations, the thumbs ups work, and they're free. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day.
This party is officially over.